all their dreams until the night was gone. Leave them trembling in the cold gray dawn. Pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me. Then you came along and really blew my mind. And now I need a rescue crew. Washed up on this island, feeling unrefined. Cigarettes and Valium for my Valentine. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck, it's true. Slip-wrecked on the shores of you. The night turns into day, I'm still in lingerie. I think I'll take another pill. It don't make sense to me. How can I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty still? The moon above me seems to understand as others walk the avenue. The night you shoved me did not go as planned. Now I'm stranded on this cheap divan by a natural disaster that they call a man. Slipwreck on the shores of you. I'm still in lingerie. Another pill, or maybe two. Yeah, it don't make sense to me. How could I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty too? Whoa, moon above me, understand and say a prayer for me. To make you love me was my only plan. Now I'm washed up like a fish on land. Just another piece of tail flopping in the sand. And drinking cheap Chablis. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck, it's true. I got the empty bottles, but no SOS gets through. Can't even get the door, 'cause I look like such a whore. Slipwrecked on the shores of you. I am slipwrecked. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Once I was a girl who led the sailors on and never gave a kiss for free, dashing all their dreams until the night was gone. Leave them trembling in the cold gray dawn. Pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me. Then you came along and really blew my mind. And now I need a rescue crew. Washed up on this island, feeling unrefined. Cigarettes and Valium for my Valentine. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck, it's true. Slip-wrecked on the shores of you. The night turns into day, I'm still in lingerie. I think I'll take another pill. It don't make sense to me. How can I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty still? The moon above me seems to understand.
Hello, and we're live. Yay! Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to this stream, this channel. I'm super excited. As a reminder, this is a charity fundraiser. We're raising money for Girls Who Code, as you can tell above me. I'm your host, your storyteller, GM, the Hynerian, Lady Dame. We've got some fun stuff planned for today. I'll be running this wild and wacky game, exploring the uncharted territories. This is one of my favorite shows of all time. We have an incredible cast here, and I'm very excited about getting into it. As a reminder, we have some. I'll talk about the charity stuff in a moment. I think. Wait. I said I had an order for this, and of course now I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, we're raising money for Girls Who Code. It's a great charity that helps young girls get into the STEM and help support them, which is awesome and fantastic. Today, as far as we're hoping to raise, I have a goal of $500. We'll see. But we've got some incentives. $10 will give each of our players an advantage they may or may not, that they'll probably need. Let's be honest. I know how well my sister rolls. So yeah, she needs all the help that we can get. $30 will give an advantage to all of the players, and $50 will give an automatic crit to all players, or an automatic crit to yours truly, aka me, which I could use to ruin some lives, I'm sure. Give them to the players, though. Like I said, my sister needs it.
Rude.
I mean, but true, though. So we're going to start off and have everybody introduce themselves. Tell us who you're playing. Tell us a little bit about your character, especially for those of you who may or may not be familiar with the Farscape universe. Just like a little, snippet. A little snippet of who you are, what you're doing. Let's start. Actually, I'm like, who do I want to start with? Let's start with Derek. We're gonna go
that way. Yeah.
There's not a
Hi,
real
everybody.
order. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Hi, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. I'm very happy to be here. I am going to be playing in this wonderful Farscape game, Jorax, who is a Luxon Orican priest. So if you are not familiar with Luxons, if you are not familiar with Farscape, welcome. Diargo from the original series was a Luxon. So they are kind of squid-like almost. They have like a chitinous nose covering and these extended brow ridges, and they have almost like tentacles for hair. They actually do have hair as a beard, but the tentacles are called tenkas, and those extend down the backs of their heads as well as kind of being braided in the front. And Jirax is kind of tannish in color, wears Luxon traditional armor, which is almost made from like twisted roots from their planet. His hair is black, and he has a very serious look to him. He also does carry a Kolta blade, which is a sword that can also turn into a rifle, which, how could I pass that up?
It's so cool.
It's so cool. It's easily the thing, like me as a kid watching Farscape was like, yeah, no, I want one of those very badly. Please and thank you.
Just as a heads up, and players, I'm going to expect you to keep track of your stuff because I'm not going to. You all each have an advantage already from Rigel.
Thank you.
It had to be somebody.
That is the most generous that Rigel has ever been.
Literally.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Rigel.
Thank you, Rigel.
How self-serving.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I mean, I may
I'm
be
shocked.
hugging the puppet, but honestly, this is the least huggable character on first. Although that kind of, I don't know. Anyway, let's go to Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy, aka Amy Liz, aka Raptor Queen. I'm going to be playing Mac, who is an Alanic warrior. Alanics are similar to Luxons. They're like distantly related back in the past. They have the same like tenkas and stuff like that, but they're more techy and sciencey, but not Mac. She likes to hit things. She likes weapons. Um, she's big and buff, and she just wants to protect her friends, even though she's a weirdo.
I love them so much. Jenna, let's go to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna. I am Jordan's twin sister.
Yep.
Lady Dame's
There's
twin
no
sister.
No resentment.
Yeah.
There.
I am playing Tavra, the Scaran pirate. Scarans are basically giant lizard dinosaur folks. They spend most of Farscape being the big bads. Cold-blooded, all of that. Well, no, they're actually pretty warm-blooded. They don't like the cold.
It's true.
Yeah, Tavra is a very tall, at least person, and she's basically a disaster. Cannot walk 2 feet without tripping over her own feet, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But she's big and scary and kind of charming in her own disaster lizard way.
We love a disaster lizard.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes us to Maya.
So, I'm Maya. You can find me literally everywhere on the internet under the username Maya Writes Things. I think I have every social media known to man, which probably isn't a good thing. I do cosplay on TikTok and I write, and I'm playing Nox, who is an Abari rogue. She kind of looks like she was just rolled out of a cardboard box in an alley somewhere. And has maybe been punched a few times in the face, maybe too many times to quite have all of the cards in one deck. She's probably a thief, but she has amnesia, so she can't really remember if she's always been a thief. So I think that's it. And she looks like this.
Yeah, the looks are. I'm so happy. I love this disaster party already, y'all. They're wonderful. So we begin. We're all in the uncharted territories, the outer realms of space. There are a number of spacefaring species around that conquer, that collaborate. There's a lot of backstabbing and conniving and all of that. Most common in this area of space are the peacekeepers, who we will not be dealing with today, hopefully, unless something goes real wrong. I lied, they're not planned. Who are the most human-like of the species that we see here in the uncharted territories. But it's a very colorful area of space. Lots of different, every kind of alien form that you can think of resides out here. This particular group has been hired by a chancellor of the Hynerian Empire by the name of Grollo Gakpator, otherwise known as Grollo. Chancellor Grollo is a frog-like creature of short stature, big fuzzy eyebrows, a little gruff. His purpose is part of his work is to go visit some of the other planets in the uncharted territories and try to negotiate or collaborate, but only in the way that Hynerians do. That means different things for different cultures. You all are currently on a planet known as Pelea. Now, Pelea is an agricultural planet. It is about 80% water. It's a little Earth-like, you might say. It's beautiful. There's a lot of wildlife, a lot of vegetation, and an interesting microbe in the ground that makes it very compelling to the Hynerians and to a number of other species. Some of the details of which you will hopefully learn a little bit later. But so it is mostly Xanatin in population. The Zenatans are also humanoid-like. They are... I'm trying to think how to describe them. In the Farscape episode, in some of the Farscape episodes, you encounter them as pirates, but they are a species that where the gender binary is very, very fluid. They are not necessarily part of the Sebaceans, although they're probably related. They're farmers, most of the people here. You also know that there are probably some scientists around because of the interesting microbes here in the ground. Some Interions, who are also relatives of Sebaceans. They just have larger foreheads because they have huge brains and they study for years and years and years. Scientists. There are some rumors that Delvians, the people who are plants of plant origin, might also be here. Again, agricultural land. So, as you arrive on this planet in your cruiser with your Hynerian Grollo, the rest, you are all hired to be basically his eyes, his ears, his fists if necessary.
Alright, so I'm going to have a meeting with the mayor of this town. We have some very important business, doesn't concern any of you. I need you to investigate, give me the lay of the land, you know, the usual, make sure everything's on the up and up. Also, if you can find out, like, where the money's coming from, you know, the thing. Don't like, try to hurt people. Not like the last time. Got it.
That wasn't my fault.
Try?
To be fair, last time absolutely did happen by accident.
I mean,
Try not to.
I mean, I just picked up the pulse pistol. I didn't mean for it to go off.
It was in my pocket.
No one's fault. Yeah.
We didn't know the person that it hit had so many grenades on them.
I did, but I didn't want to say anything.
That seemed like
It was
personal
really pretty,
information.
though.
Right.
It was an educational moment.
Still see it in my dreams.
Uh-huh. Yes, well, it ruined
Fun.
a whole negotiation, a whole planet. Could have
A
been part of
whole-
the Empire, but no!
Sorry.
Please try not
No.
to do that again.
So no explosions either? No?
No explosions.
Good.
I mean,
I'll
to
keep
be
that in
fair,
mind.
what we've seen so far, it doesn't look like there's particularly a lot to explode. It kind of looks like a boring planet from here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Bet.
There are. Now, I will warn you to be careful. I have heard some rumors that some of the about these microbes, just, you know, maybe be careful.
Careful.
They're like, I don't know, somebody said something about dangerous microbes, and frankly, I don't believe a word of it, because I think they just want to keep all their resources to themselves.
Careful and on our best behavior.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yes.
Mac just tucks a grenade out of sight.
Perfect.
Nox's jacket looks a little bulky, but she says nothing.
Good. All right. Do you have any questions before I go away? I think you can handle yourselves.
How long is this meeting gonna last?
Oh, you know, the usual, like, not more than a few hours, I feel like.
be okay then. I hope.
Wonderful. All right. I'm trusting you. Learn as much as you can.
You can count on us.
And
For as long as you can.
mm-hmm. So he leaves the four of you with this Anatan mayor who, you know, is decked out in really nice looking robes. And you're left to a square. The markets, all of these things. It's bustling. There's lots of people around. What would you like to do?
What sort of crowd is there?
They mostly look like simple farmer folk. There's a lot of like stalls with different plants and things like that. You do see some Interians inspecting the plants at the stalls. You also see sorry. Should have been turned. Sorry, I'm hearing follow alerts that should not have gone off, but it's exciting. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. There are some like pets for sale as well. They're kind of interesting looking pets, I must say though. They look. Yeah, you might if you want to look at them further, you can, but you're in the uncharted territories, frankly. You've seen a lot of weird stuff out here. Everything's a little strange. But, yeah.
I would probably go like touch one and then, you know.
You do touch, it looks like this particular, are you touching one of the plants or one of the pets?
Either one would probably make me hiss.
Probably.
Whatever's closest to me.
That's fair. This looks to be, it's like a tiny, it almost looks like a rodent, except that it's like a cross between a rodent and a snake, really. But it's kind of green, and where there should be ears, it's more like leaves, and they kind of like feather back. Be careful of that one. That one bites. They all bite, really.
It's okay, I bite back.
Uh-huh.
Random peddlers.
He bites back.
Real quick for the other players, because I should have asked this earlier.
Sure.
Does everyone have comms?
Oh, I assume that you all have comms. The Hynerian would have gifted them to you.
Okay.
So that you can stay in communication with Grollo. You are also...
Like with Nox in the party especially.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to purchase a comm, so if our generous employer has made sure I have one, then I for sure have them, and I might have retrofitted it to look like earbuds and a cassette player on my hip.
Nox is so cool. Yes, the Hynerian would have seen fit to make sure that you all have comms. You also have some insignia to let everybody know that you're a part of the Hynerian Empire.
I would like to check out any flowers. I'm looking for a specific one to see if they have any of that kind.
I don't know if I know which flower that you are thinking of.
The ones that Scarens need.
Oh, that. You know, you might... It takes a little bit... you might find something that is very, very similar. But as you find it... Actually, roll an investigation check for me. Let's see. I say that you might find it. You probably do, but...
First roll.
What would this actually be?
Oh golly, right. Sorry. This is a 3.5, and let's see. Let me look at I think I'm so good at this.
Gather information, maybe?
I think gather information. Yeah, do that. That sounds great.
Okay. 15.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I would say that you at first find that you do find something that looks vaguely similar to the flowers that you're looking for. Only it's strange. The color is a little bit off, and you notice that it has you don't remember this particular flower having teeth before, but it does. There's a little bit
you
of
were saying
like,
about biting back.
there's like a little bit of bile dripping from this particular flower.
Tavra reminds me of you.
It does, doesn't it? I think I like it. How much does that cost? I think I would like one of those.
Oh, you want one of those?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, okay. Sure, that's going to be about, I don't know, 10 credits?
Okay. That sounds good.
Be careful, though. I don't know what you need it for, but, you know, a lot of people, when they buy the plants from us, if they're not from, you all don't look like you're from around here. You're all new, right?
No, I've been here all my life.
No one knows.
Give it wide, scaring grin.
Right. Well, nobody's told you before, you know, like, these things, they are carnivorous. Like, they're different than your average plant.
To be fair, so is she.
Are you a plant? You don't
No,
look like a
I
plant.
just am I'm carnivorous.
Right.
Very carnivorous.
Okay.
Say we were new around here. What
Mhm.
is there to see and or do?
Well, frankly, not much. There's a lot of farming. A lot of people, when they're new, they like to go out and explore the mountains and things. It's very scenic. Although I would recommend bringing weapons when you go. It's scenic and
Why?
beautiful.
Why?
Do tell.
Well, because all the plants are carnivorous, like every single one here on this planet.
I'm assuming you don't have a lot of vegetarians.
Well, I mean, we eat the plants because otherwise they'd eat us.
Hmm.
Didn't he tell us not to fight things?
This place sounds like fun.
But if everything's going to eat us, maybe we have to. He didn't say anything about fighting plants. So this could be fun. Do I have my flower yet?
Yes.
I'm going to eat it.
You know, it's kind of an odd taste, really. It's not what you're used to, for sure. It's a little more metallic, and it definitely like fights and struggles as you bite into it.
This is more fun than eating normal flowers.
Yep.
Do I feel smarter?
No.
Okay.
No,
It
you
wasn't
won.
poison or anything, was it?
Don't think so.
no.
Didn't taste very good though.
Just wondering if I need to brush up on my first aid skills.
If anybody wants to roll, I'm trying to think, like, if you want to roll, like, a knowledge check of some sort about this flower, or... I'm trying to think what else. That would probably be the best bet. If there's, like, a survival might be useful in this particular case.
First aid potentially apply?
First aid could apply, maybe.
I do knowledge for science.
You could do knowledge for science.
If trying to determine the medicinal qualities, I got an 18 for first aid.
Okay.
Got a
Rad.
7.
All right. You're on. So, Jorax, you would know, having spent some time with Tavra and spent some time with Scarens, that there is a particular flower that Scarens consume to enhance their abilities. It's sort of what makes Scarens like the powerhouse that they are, rather than just like tough, force, brute lizard people. This flower looks like what they normally do, but it has changed so much. Sorry, there was a cat that just decided to walk under me. That was terrifying. That this flower may have changed enough that it no longer possesses those qualities, I would say.
Tavra, I'm not sure you're going to find what you're looking for on this planet. I think the flora of this particular world is not ideal.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Are you saying this person gave her the wrong flower?
Mac, put the grenade away.
Tavra, are you sure?
You know, it didn't taste bad, so, you know, it's probably fine. If he does anything else, maybe, but I think for the moment we're okay. And don't worry, I have my walking stick. I have a walking stick, which is not actually a walking stick, it is a spear.
Naturally.
Are there any other interesting looking characters around the market? Maybe the kinds that look suspiciously mysterious, or, you know, and maybe anyone aiming towards where our boss went to his meeting that are maybe following his path or anything like that?
You don't really see anybody like that. You do, like I said, you do see a couple of Interians who are investigating the plants. They appear to be scientists of some sort. I would say, yeah, I think that's about the only thing that's a little... that's the only thing currently that's a little interesting at the moment.
I'll kind of slide up next to one of them as they're looking at the plants, and if they're holding one that has teeth, I'll like just kind of like look over their shoulder and be like, careful it bites, and try to like startle one of them.
Yes, sorry. Hello? Yes, I know they
Hey.
bite. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason we're here on this planet.
Because you're checking to make sure they bite properly?
Well, you see, I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Friend?
Friend.
Nox. Hello.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
I gotta shake their hand. Do they have hands?
They do.
Okay, just making sure.
The Interians are humanoid-like. Sorry. I turned these alerts off, and for some reason they're still going on.
It's okay.
It's fine.
I have the stream muted. What alerts are you getting?
Oh, it's the follow and sub alerts that should have been disabled, and they're not. It's fine. I know. I'm just like, oh yes. Right, friend. Well, yes. Well, you do know about this planet, right?
I'm just here for the money, so not really. I'll like point to someone random walking by and be like, it's probably a farmer.
Yes, there's a lot of farmers here. And scientists. You see, this planet is very interesting, and let me tell you, there is this interesting microbe, and for some reason, every plant on this planet is carnivorous.
What's more, it's not just the native plants. Anything that's planted here within generations becomes carnivorous as well. Isn't that fascinating?
Interesting. That's so fascinating.
Right.
Is that something that people try to mine or take advantage of?
Well, that's
or-
why we're here. I mean,
to take advantage of it?
don't. No, I mean.
Oh, I mean to use resources.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, it's very interesting from a scientist's perspective.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all. That's really all there is. Really, it's just fascinating from a scientific perspective. Yes.
So fascinating. Do you have like rivals that are all trying to get in on this lucrative area of business, making all the little plants hungry?
Rivals? Well, I mean, no, not exactly. I mean, there's plenty of us who have been trying to replicate whatever is in the soil that makes them carnivorous because, well, just think of all the uses, really. But, I mean, I, of course, am just
Zombie
interested...
plants, yeah.
I'm just interested in
So
it for
useful.
scientific purposes, really, of course, naturally.
Of course. Obviously. Because science is so fun. So nice to meet you.
Yes.
I'll they didn't really shake my hand earlier, so I'll kind of do a little wave right in their face because I don't know what other species like to do for greetings and farewells. And so I'll just kind of, and I'll just kind of slip back to the group and be like, okay, there's a business venture going on. Everyone wants to put their plants here, even normal ones, because after they're planted, they will become hungry and get teeth and become carnivorous. And so
even
science
their
is
food?
very interested on this for some reason.
Even their food plants?
Yeah, like normal plants. I can't think of a single normal plant in the entire universe. Do you have daisies here? I don't know. If you put a daisy here, that daisy gets a face.
Or how that affects Delvians.
Ooh.
Like people, like planting other people.
Well,
Like you
they're
put your
plants.
feet in the ground and you sit there for 6 months. Do you get more mouths?
Well, now I do want to know.
Plant me, let's find out.
Are you a plant, Nox?
No, but I could become one if you plant me here. I just went into a New Yorker accent and I'm not sure why.
That's fine.
I lost it. Whatever voice I was doing before, it's gone now.
Hey, I'm planting here.
You can plant me here.
Not.
Maybe it's a
Maybe
bad
that's not
idea.
bad.
I don't know.
I think it's a great idea. But
Yeah, let's do it. I'll start digging
but-
a little hole.
But we don't have a couple of months, right? How long? We only have a couple of
that's true.
arms.
That's true.
Only a couple of arns. Yes. Thank you. You'd
Should
think
we
that
go
I...
spy on the guy that hired us and see why he's having a super secret meeting?
Well, he's Hynerian. I mean, he probably
Yeah.
wants to create. If I was still in the Scaran army, they'd want this place and create some sort of weapon using the microbes and create carnivorous plants.
Do
I'm
they
sure the
want to
Hynerian
weaponize the
wants to.
plants?
I mean, wouldn't you?
They would make an interesting weapon.
If they exploded.
Also,
If they just munch. Eating is boring.
good for hiding bodies.
Ooh,
That's right.
I like that.
I wonder if they could actually eat through my skin.
That is an easy question to answer.
I'm
I
not
do
going to let
appreciate
it
that we're
bite
asking the
me.
questions that need to be asked, though.
Yeah. This is beautiful. As you are having this discussion, there you hear a loud sort of boom off in the distance.
We didn't do that.
You still have your grenade, Mac?
I've got mine.
Okay.
There is a rustle of commotion, and the ground shakes a little bit.
Ooh. Disaster.
Oh.
You see in the sky a sort of, after the boom, you see in the sky this sort of like blue crackling energy coming through the atmosphere, sort of shooting overhead and flying just enough overhead, and sort of and you see this very, very large object like speeding through the atmosphere off into the like vague hilly mountainous region just past you.
That seems important.
He did say we were supposed to go check things out. That seems like something to check out. Yeah.
And the first explosion wasn't our fault.
Right. Important.
So at this point, we're fine.
We're fine. We can just say it wasn't our fault, and
We should go look.
we should.
We should.
You hear
Anyone want to go see whatever went boom?
Then if there's
Always.
more explosions, it's not our fault. It could just be that thing again.
Right.
They
If we show up
started it.
after the boom, everyone's gonna know it wasn't us. If we're just here going, everyone's gonna think it was us.
We're holding our
Exactly.
grenades. We haven't thrown them
Right.
yet. They're all
Yep.
accounted for.
We are walking pieces of evidence that it was not us. So no
There are
one can
witnesses
blame
this
us for
time.
once.
you hear this crackle on your comms. This one, it's probably, yeah, on the crack. Hey, you lot!
It
What is
wasn't
it?
us.
Wasn't us.
I know it wasn't you all. Did you see what it was?
Blue energy, big thing.
Lightning.
We are going
know-
to investigate.
Yes, do that. Because you stupid lot. Ugh. I think. Didn't you recognize that blue crackling energy? Have you never seen Leviathan before?
The Leviathan.
Maybe I have, and maybe I just don't remember anymore.
Ooh.
She says that a lot.
Do you know what a
Ew.
Leviathan is worth?
Money?
Let's go capture ourselves a Leviathan.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do. If one came through space, you know it's not manned. Therefore, go get it. Bring it back.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe I can get a promotion.
Okay, love you, bye.
Like,
Do you always tell the people who hire us, love you?
Nope,
Bye.
that one slipped out. Nope.
Okay, thought so.
Mm-hmm.
I
One of
thought
these
it was
days.
lovely.
Have fun thinking about that every night before you go to sleep for the next 10 years.
One of these days, I'm going to kick the yonks out of that little Hynerian.
he seems so squishy.
I'd eat him, but I don't think he would taste very good.
We could see how far we could throw him.
I could throw pretty far.
Probably pretty far.
Tavia, have you ever
take
tried to
turns.
eat a Hynerian before?
I've probably tried to kill a few of them. I don't think I've tried to eat one though.
Okay. You do know that they are. Is it venomous or poisonous? When it's on the
Be poison.
if you bite into it, and
It's
it
poison.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
If it bites you, it's venom.
Yep. I'll lean over to Tavra and go, have I met a Leviathan before?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not
in
since-
our
not
little
since-
travels together, I've never
since I've-
met a Leviathan.
Not since we've been together.
Okay, just making sure.
They
What
are
is a
giant
Leviathan?
ships and they don't have hands, so don't try to shake this one.
They don't have hands?
I mean,
Cool.
It's a ship.
So it isn't made of money?
No, but they're worth a lot.
Was a
Oh.
Leviathan a type of ship?
They're living ships.
Oh, living ship.
They're
Oh.
alive, but they're
Oh.
ships.
Uh-huh, okay.
That makes more sense. He's
Talk
always
to
saying
him.
to follow the money and that money talks, but I have never seen money speak.
Oh, I think you figured it out. That makes
Shall we go-
sense.
Shall we go follow the? Shall we go find our way?
We should.
Yes.
I'll lead because I have the best sense of direction. I don't know if I have the best sense of direction, but Tavra's
We're
pretty
gonna
sure she
find
does.
out.
Tavra like just turns around and walks the opposite direction of the like.
Tavra, roll me let's see, what check is this gonna be? This is, I feel like that's a survival check, is tracking.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, technically, this wouldn't be the worst thing I've ever done, but you know.
We
Not
all walk
that's
very
facts.
obviously into the mountains.
I mean,
Hey,
you know, here's the thing. The trail in which you follow, I mean, it was really clear which direction this, like, giant ship was heading in. Super clear. The trick is finding your way out of town or into, like, some sort of habitable road space situation. Tavra, you just keep finding it for a while. Like, you do eventually make your way out, but it takes longer than you expected as you, like, keep, like, running into, like, buildings or another stall. And Tavra, being rather on the, you know, bulkier side, tends to run into a lot of people first before it happens.
sorry. Get out of my way.
I'd say it takes about half an hour, and when it should have probably only taken, like, 5 minutes to get out.
I feel like we're all like drafting behind Tavra, just like letting her split the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Full duckling mode right now. I'm just like trotting along behind Tavra. Like,
Why are there so many people?
But
you used to live here or something?
Scientists travel in flocks.
The plants need to do their job better.
Plants do need to do their job better.
They are well fed.
It's an interesting journey, because as you head out of town, you sort of see like farmland, lots of rivers. About 80% of this world is water. So there's a lot of rivers, there's lakes on either side, but you see a lot of farmland, and it's interesting because no, like, it's not unusual for plants to be caged, like tomatoes and vines and stuff like that to be caged, but there are literally like bird cages, giant bird cages over these fields, and cages over little individual plants as you walk by. It's fascinating until you head out into the sort of untamed part, into this sort of wilderness. It's very jungly. It's green, it's blue, it's pink, it's purple, all of these vibrant colors of flowers and things like that. Slightly ominous. Vaguely ominous as you move forward. Is Tavra going to be taking the lead through all of this? Through this wilderness?
I mean, Mac is gonna step up as well. She's not gonna like force her way into the front, but she'll stand beside Tavra.
Yeah, I was going to say if the foliage gets thick enough that it's going to be a hazard, Jorax is going to draw his quality blade and try to just hack away.
I might have kicked over one of the little cages on the tiny plants on the way up, so I'm probably kind of in the back.
Fair.
I will step back if the quilted blade gets pulled out.
Oh, that is a good idea. I was going to shoot the stuff in the way. This seems more efficient.
Just take an aim at plants with your weapons. That's fair. I did set this up this way. Mac, why don't you roll me is there like a perception? Let's do a perception check, shall we?
Sure.
Spot check, yes, that.
Spot. Okay, all right.
Or, yeah, spot check. There it is. Thank you.
That's a whole 11.
A whole 11? You know, you have a feeling that along these like paths that you're going along, that these are well-trod paths. Like, scientists have come through here, so a lot of the plants that are just right on the edge of the trail have been trimmed back a little bit, or are sort of maintained enough that you have like little tiny daisies and little tiny like weeds sort of snapping at your heels as you go.
Tickles.
Let me see something real quick. We just had another donation for $20, but it doesn't say who. If whoever donated that can say who they want that to go to, because that can go to 2 advantages to people. Oh, I haven't changed that alert. It should have changed. Oh well. But thank you. So I will have. Yeah, everything seems fine.
Comforting. It's comforting.
Yeah.
Do we get the sense that we're going to have to leave the path eventually, or stay on it?
Why don't you roll me a survival check also?
Oh boy.
I'm just like,
Hey, that's better. 21.
You do get the sense, Mac, and sort of remembering like the direction. You're not entirely sure since you're new here. You think the path so far seems to be staying in the direction that you want to go in. But you sort of get the impression if you look at the sky and you sort of look at the trail that was left behind that you might be getting into deeper territory eventually.
Can I do a little look-see around kind of the back of the group, make sure there aren't any like plants uprooting themselves and walking along behind us or something?
Sure. Just roll me a spot check as well.
10 plus 16 altogether.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. You hear sort of like low.
Oh no.
You hear these like interesting like sounds, these like little low growls and like this kind of slurpy, slithery sound.
What?
Yeah. And Nox, you're probably the first one to see it because it is in fact behind you. You see these like tendrils, these green long tendrils coming out of the bush, in and among the weeds.
Tentacles.
Maybe, I don't know. some tentacles, tentacle-like vines. They sort of, exactly. They're green. They're leafy. There's a few of them. As they open up their mouths, one of them, mouths because you realize that it's like one creature, and it has a couple different little heads, and each of them like opens up and hisses at you.
I hiss back first, and then I'll get out my little pulse blaster. And I'll be like walking backwards, and I'll bump into whoever's in the back, and I'm like, and I'll point at the thing, and I'll be like, this show was made in like the late 90s, early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
So I'll go, we've got company.
Everybody
turns
turns
the
around.
show has a certain style of that.
We've got company. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
So as you bump into them, so you've got one on one side, another group of tentacle heads starts to peek out, and another one, and behind that you hear this sort of low growl.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have y'all roll initiative.
Yay!
I have a squid. What's the squid? Oh, that's a nat 20.
That is a D12, not a D20.
So was mine.
Oh, good. Y'all, it's too early.
The initiative plus 2, so 22 altogether.
Okay, I should write these down. Hold on.
This is so exciting.
Okay, so, and I should roll initiative for my creatures as well. I definitely DM D&D games, y'all.
You do.
I don't. Oh my god, I forgot they're so fast. Hold on. Ooh, y'all, I'm so sorry.
It's
I rolled well.
Uh-oh.
I rolled well too.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so, let's see. 20 to 25. So, Nox, what was your initiative?
22.
22.
It was mine, but I'll let Nox go first.
Okay, Jorax
Oh,
was also 22.
Mhm.
Mac, what was your initiative?
15.
Okay. And Tavra.
So I rolled a 16,
Yeah.
which means I have a 13.
Yep, sounds right.
You just knew that she was last. You didn't even have to ask.
Well, yeah. Okay, cool. Let me just
All
get
the
this-
penalties to anything involving Dex.
Yeah. Yeah, remind everybody what your tell our delightful audience what your score is, shall we?
So my Dex is a 4.
Perfect.
So I have a -3 penalty to Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yep. That's our
This is-
scaring pirate, y'all.
Oh, man.
Okay.
This
So,
is why I'm like, please
That
don't
is
give
so
me
funny.
ranged please don't give me ranged weapons. Because I will shoot you guys.
okay, so we've got Nox, Jorax, Sneak, and then Mac. Oh no, lies. Just making sure I got everybody. Make sure that I have everybody. Hound. I mean, what? Hand. Mac, Tavra. Nope. And Tavra's dead last. Okay. Okay. So. The first snake or snake-like creature, you're not entirely sure. Plant snake. The Pelalia snake. Pelia. What did I call this planet? Pelia. Pelia. Sure.
Leia, I think
Leia.
was the
Thank
first.
you.
Play.
Tentacle friend.
The first Pelia snake comes after, I'd say Nox, being the one who is in the back and the closest, is going to come after you, Nox, and is going to, oh, are you serious? Really? Sure. Is going to, one of its little tiny heads is going to try and reach out and bite you on the foot. They are low to the ground.
I have an evasion / reflex save feature
Uh-huh.
for my class. And I was wondering, I could not find how many uses I have for that. I'm in 5e usually in like later levels, but we're level 3. Wasn't entirely sure. I could use it now and we could just call it good.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. And how does how does this particular feature work for you?
I make a reflex save,
Okay.
which is a +3, and I think it has to beat your DC for your creature.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
this creature rolled a. Oh, look at that. A 14 to hit, or a 16 to hit. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna beat this. I don't think I'm gonna beat this. Okay, yeah, no, that's a 6 plus that was a 9.
Yep. Okay, so it's gonna take a bite out of your foot. And I am going to have you make a fortitude check.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh no, I don't like that.
That was an 8.
Alrighty. So you take 6 points of damage plus 1 point of poison damage.
Oh no.
How are you doing?
That was like half my health points.
Oh,
it's just
good.
above half. Just above half.
Cute. Okay, cool. Well, it's your turn.
Oh man. Okay, so I have weapons, but I'm wondering if it's close to the ground. Would it make sense? I don't necessarily see anything on here for just a like bodily attack with a limb of my own. Could I stomp its head? Or should I don't know if that's a thing in 3. Should I just use my weapon? Because I definitely have my pulse blaster ready to go.
Yeah, it does an unarmed. I'm sure there's an unarmed attack thing.
There is an unarmed attack thing.
Okay.
But it's up to you. You just got hit real bad.
I did. I'll go ahead and shoot the thing since I'm unsure about the other one. Oh boy. Oh no.
Okay.
That was a 9 to hit.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
weirdly, that doesn't hit.
Hmm.
I'm so sorry.
I like shoot down and just like miss, and I almost take off my own foot.
Cool, great, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I know that with this, there's like an action. Sometimes there's half actions that you can take instead, but I don't know that there's like a bonus thing here.
If I have movement, I might step back out of its mouth range a little bit.
That would probably provoke an attack of opportunity.
I won't do that.
Sure. All right, Jorax, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use powers. So I'm going to use Bolt of Fury, seeing Nox get injured the way that she was, full Luxon anger, and it is described as an invisible psychic, fast as light, always hits sort of thing. So it's 1d8 of damage. It's going to be 5, and then he, still holding his Quilta blade, is going to run up next to Nox and almost try to shove her back and put himself in the way. And as he does that, he is also going to cast Heal Other. And Nox will get, 11 points of healing.
Hey. That's badass.
Okay, they're both have actions. So that is, I believe, everything that he can do.
Perfect.
She'll
I do
squeak
have
when
to
you move
roll-
her over. She'll be like, and then she'll feel better.
I have to roll a will save for Bolt of Fury, or I take damage.
Fair.
Oh.
I take damage. Okay.
Okay.
It was a 2. I don't care what my will is. That is, yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, my will's 3. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's going very well.
Yeah, it's going great already. We're doing really well. So the second snake, viney, snaky creature comes up, and it's coming from the side of the path, a little further up, probably right around where Mac is, and it's gonna try and take a bite at you, Mac.
Arr.
Grr. Let's do. It's going to do a. Oh. Mac, you are very intimidating.
I am.
You are. You're tough. You're strong. This snake, like, goes to this vague, weird plant snake tendril goes up to try and bite you, and, like, aims a little off and ends up biting its own head. Like one of its other tentacles instead. Like, it gets so excited it gets in its own way.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a 1?
It
Felt
sure
like a 1.
was. Hold on. And it bites itself for 1 point of damage. You know, it's fine. Okay, but that actually, let's see. Good job, me. Can't read my own handwriting. Perfect. That's gonna be That's that snake's turn, which actually brings us to Mac's turn, strangely enough.
Okay. Is the one that was in front of Jorax and Nox still wriggling around?
Yes.
Okay. Mac just kind of looks down at the one that tried and just like, and just goes to shoot the other one.
All right.
She takes out her pulse pistol.
Yes! Oh my god, I want one so bad.
That is... Ooh, that's going to be 21 to hit.
Ooh, that certainly does hit. Yep.
Okay. At 9 energy damage.
Ooh.
Blasts it.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot, actually. That's you know. One of the heads goes blasting off, and it's yeah, that snake is looking a little roasty toasty at this moment in time.
Don't eat my friends.
There is still a low growling off in the bushes, but it hasn't made its move yet. Whatever it is there.
Surely we don't need to worry about that.
Not at all. Not even remotely.
Ambiance.
Just a general like. The third snake, who is who's coming in from the other side, now that it's seen its friend, they're not friends, they're plants. But it will avoid the big thing that just shot up the other one, and go for honestly, the lizard is looking a little tough to eat, frankly, so it's gonna try and go after Jorax. And that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, so that's my defense is 20. Oh, hey.
Oh, so it doesn't hit.
It does not.
Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. Tavra, you're up.
Really high defense.
Nice.
I'm just going to be I'm going to look, which one do I want to go for? I'll go for the one that tried to attack Mac. I'm not very happy that it tried to eat my friend, even if it failed miserably. So I'm going to go in at it and hit it with my spear twice, I think.
Okay, great.
Because those are both half actions.
Mm-hmm.
So, first attack is a, oh boy, that is a, oh gosh, I can't math. 27 to hit.
I mean, that hits.
Okay, that's 1d8. Trying to remember how all of this strand works. Although not a whole lot of damage. That is going to be 3 points of damage.
It is still up, but barely.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it again. Ooh, that is a nat 20.
I mean, so it's dead now.
Yeah. I'm just stabbing it with this spear and just like.
You now have a plant snake shish kebab. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I can do it, if it's a free action, I'll lift it up and bite it.
It's a little spicy, a little gingery. Hold on. Roll me a. Yeah, sure, why not? Roll me a fortitudes check.
Yeah, I'm not scared of that. That is going to be a 21.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. And also don't forget, y'all, you all still have an advantage from chat from earlier, and for all of you who are hanging out in chat, we do have we are raising money for Girls Who Code. We also have incentives. You can help them help out our sweet players, because there's still 2 snakes and the thing that's growling in the background. They might need help. I'm just saying.
Did we figure out where those 2 advantages ended up going?
No, whoever donated it anonymously, and they didn't say. So
All right.
I wasn't sure on the timing because there's a delay. That was me.
Oh, that was you!
So we can just share it amongst ourselves.
Oh, perfect. So party advantages.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. Cool. So then now we're back at the top of the initiative, which brings us back to the first snack that was attacking Nox. And let's see. Jorax, you're still behind Nox, or you're in front of?
I was trying to push Nox out of the way, and
Right.
yeah.
We kind of switched places a little bit.
Gotcha,
I would have
gotcha.
kind of fallen off to the side and slightly back.
I would say that the snake would go. We
could probably be side by side, because that's probably a little weird with action economy.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. I'd say it got a decent chunk out of Nox before. I think it's gonna try for Nox again. If I were a plant snake, I'd go for the easiest target.
Got a taste of me once, and it just, I've spoiled it. It doesn't want to have anyone else.
so it goes after you, and it you had moved slightly. The bolt of fury discombobulated it a little bit. I am fairly certain. I don't know how it goes, but I'm fairly certain that a 9 doesn't hit.
It doesn't.
Hooray! Beautiful. This is only the first encounter. I would prefer not to kill my players at this moment in time. So the snake tries to go for you again, but whatever it was that Jorax had done, whatever sort of mystical nonsense had happened, it clearly disoriented it just enough that it missed its attack. Which brings us to Nox.
Okay. So I think we started out the game with an advantage from.
Yes, correct. So there's
the boss.
Each of you have an advantage, and then there's the 2 party advantages that are just hanging out.
And I think for those of us who don't use powers, we can also use our control points to gain stuff to do advantages and things.
Oh, is that how that works?
Really?
Yeah,
really?
We can. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad somebody read the rules.
I know, right?
Wasn't me.
I skipped that part. I was like, I don't need those.
I have 17 control points to spend them.
I think to get an advantage, it is 15 control points or something.
Fair.
Or things like that. So.
Or the check and donate. I'm just saying, we're trying to raise money here, y'all.
Yeah.
That was a natural 1.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to use that first advantage now.
Sounds like
I was going to save it.
This would be a good time to use it.
This would be a good time to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That wasn't much better. So this was my pistol again. Oh, man. That's an 11 to hit. That does not hit it.
No, it does not hit that snake.
There's still 2 more advantages.
I'll just swing wide with my shot, and then I'll just be whatever the curse word is there. Drad. Go drad.
Oh, you all have an additional advantage from Sheath, from Ikeka. So there's
So I think
Thank
that's
you.
the end. I think that's all I can do in my turn.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then the snake who had been attacking Mac, who is looking.
Didn't I kill it?
No, you didn't. Oh wait, did you?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
killed
did. You're right.
something.
You did kill that one. You're right. I just didn't cross that one off. Okay, so that snake is shish kebab.
Yeah. Tasty. Well, spicy.
Spicy. This is sort of it's a little spicy for sure. But as with that snake dead, the growling comes closer and closer and leaping out of the bushes. This time towards you, Tavra. This creature's a little strange looking. In other worlds, this would have been like some sort of. It's 4-legged. It looks like a dog, maybe some sort of hound creature. Only, again, not actually that dog-like. It's green and blue. It's got a yellow chest. Little leaf spines down the center of its back. The tail sort of whips back and forth like a vine. It's like if a Venus flytrap had become a dog. Essentially, is what this thing looks like. And it's gonna try and take a bite out of you. This gurring plant dog thing. Let's see. I roll. Where are we? There we go. How does a 15 do?
That'll actually hit me. My defense is 12.
Oh, good. Okay,
Same.
great. It is a plant puppy. We love a plant puppy. Cool. So we are going. Let's see. Oh, good. So it does attack. I was not prepared for this. Oh, it's a D8. Fun. I didn't get out the dice for this one. I thought I had grabbed all of them. Are any of you familiar with Delvians? Specifically?
I've probably killed a few.
This, you feel like you've seen maybe something like this that the Delvians have. It is very similar, although this one, the faces are different, called a Delvian spore hound.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very similar, albeit like their faces are rounder, where this one's much flatter, like a Venus flytrap.
Did you say spore hound?
I did say spore hound, yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so it's going to bite you, and it for 9 points of damage.
That's fine.
Yep. And then, yeah, it's also gonna try and claw at you as well.
Sure.
You ain't nothing but a spore hound.
Crying all the time. You ain't nothing. So it goes out to try and attack you, but it ends up hitting. What? You don't wear armor, do you?
No, I don't.
Because Scarin.
I do have it's sort of like a harness over the chest, like Scarins do, and then sort of a skirt robe thing, also like Scarins do.
Is there like metal on said harness at all?
There's bits of metal.
Okay.
Probably like buckles and things.
So the Sporehound tries to claw at you and gets like one of its claws stuck into like needle, really is what it looks like, stuck in your harness. And as it rips out, it sort of gives a little whimper as it loses its little needle. Definitely missed on that attack.
Oh no! but no. Wait, can we be friended?
Jorax, you haven't gone it. I think I may have accidentally skipped your turn after because you're supposed to go after Nox, so we're gonna come back to you. I believe.
Yeah, I figured you were introducing a new.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all good.
But so it's your turn. You're up.
Okay. Here's something where I'm not sure about.
Mm-hmm.
For attacks, is an attack just like a flat action? Because Tabra attacked twice. I didn't know if
as a standard attack is a half action.
it's a half action. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Okay.
I have the reference up so that I remember this stuff.
I appreciate that. Then, with that said, I am going to make a melee Cult Blade attack against the vine that is next to me, and then seeing this new, an enemy has entered the arena. I'm going to swing around and in a solid motion convert the Cult Blade to a ranged weapon, and then fire on the plant puppy.
Ooh. Okay. Go ahead and do it, because that's badass. I don't even care if that is actually how that works. Let's do it.
So that's a 17 plus 6. That's a 23 for the melee attack,
That'll
and
hit.
that's a nat 20 for the ranged attack.
Ooh. That's exciting.
So 6 points of slashing damage,
To that
and
first.
then
That's at
the melee attack.
Yeah, and that's at the snake that's been bothering you in Nox, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Cult Blade doesn't have it's not like, hey, it takes an action to convert or anything like that. It's just these are these two options.
Okay.
And then it'll be 3d8. So that is it no 8 plus 7, which is 15.
Ooh.
Okay, so 15 points of energy damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also has to make a fortitude check.
Okay.
DC 12.
That's a dirty 20 on that fortitude save.
Then it is not stunned.
Okay. Cool. But that was a big hit to that Spore Hound for sure. Yeah.
Are there any other enemies within
there is
2 meters of it?
So there's the snake that's by you and Nox. There's the Spore Hound that's hanging out by Tavra, and then there's there's one more snake who went after actually I believe who went after you as well.
Okay. If there's any other enemies within that 2 meters or 5 feet range, they also take just 2 points of damage.
Interesting. All right. I would say because that second snake had gone after you is probably within. Well, the Spore Hound's actually, since the Spore Hound's by Tavra, there isn't another snake near Tavra or in that
They're all good.
range. Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Which leads us to Mac.
How close is the Spore Hound thingy?
I'd say probably it's near. So you were up front with Tavra initially. The Spore Hound is close to Tavra, so I'd say within 10, 15.
Okay. She's gonna, if she's not within 10 meters, it's weird that it uses meters, even though I'm Canadian. She's gonna run up. I'm so used to using feet for D&D. She's gonna run up within 10 meters, and is there any rules? There probably is, about switching weapons, or does it matter?
This switching weapons is a free action.
Okay.
There it is.
And she's gonna reach behind her back and just growling at this creature, take out her big ol' pulse rifle.
Yes!
You have
all the
dude,
weapons.
It's amazing.
This is so good.
You have all the props. I'm so happy.
The pulse rifle and the pulse.
And she has a bonus thing called point blank shot, where if she fires a ranged weapon within 10 meters, she gets a bonus thing.
Yes! This is incredible.
I'm gonna use an advantage if I can.
Do it.
Okay. Be better. That was worse. But it's still a 16.
That actually does hit the Spore Hound, yeah.
Okay, good. then that's going to be... a 15 energy damage.
15 energy damage. And the Spore Hound goes down.
Bee.
I feel kind of bad about it because I thought it was very cute.
I know. It does sort of in the blast of these pulse beams disintegrate a little bit, and all you get is like that like plant matter. It sort of looks like spinach puree a little bit. Like resembles that.
I loved cooked spinach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's but it's like kind of an off color, like there's some yellow in there, like it had gone bad, and some blues and some pinks and all of that. You know, all of those like
She steps in it and just like claims the spot. Squishy.
Squishy, squishy, squishy.
all right.
Nox is like, yeah, avenge me.
And then there's the third snake who's gonna go after who's been going after Jorax. Jorax, it's not Jorax's like Qualta Blade rifle combination, and decides that also Nox is an easier target. Sorry, Nox.
I fully expected this.
Yeah. And does a where is it? I just did this. You would think I would know. 14 hit?
It doesn't.
Oh. Okay.
I got a high defense. Something about
High dex.
Rogue and Nabari having a super high dex.
Weird, so strange. Who would have thunk it?
Hey.
And now that you would think that I would have known that an attack was a half action, and I didn't. And these things have multiple heads.
I also didn't know an attack was a half action, so
Me
I'm
neither.
wondering if I should have been
Technically,
shooting twice, like per turn. I'm not
Technically,
entirely
movement
sure.
Oh, that's
movement
right.
is also
Movement is a
considered.
half action as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for having the rules up. I have multiple fantastic DMs here who normally do this kind of things, and I absolutely rely on them to tell me things.
I defer to Jenna on this one. I'm 5e straight up, so Jenna, I appreciate you so very much.
Jenna,
I'm a 5e person, so I don't know.
I'm mostly 5e as well, but I was like, I don't know this one as well, so I have a couple of tabs open.
Jenna's my DM for my home game. So this is not the first time I've DM'd for you, but like normally I run different. I run My Little Ponies. Let's be real. That's what I normally run.
Yeah. There's a lot on these sheets. My cat ate this. I'm sorry it looks like this, but yeah.
So we're gonna go for head number 3 out of 4 is going to take another bite at Nox because I'm gonna do it. I've been okay.
Come at me.
21.
That definitely hits.
Okay, so we're gonna roll again, and that is going to be 4 damage, and then if you can roll a fortitude save for me, or fortitude check save nonsense.
That was a 4 for the fortitude check.
You do have another advantage.
I could use one of the ones from my
You could.
donation.
You could. I'm just saying, you don't have to. I'm not.
That was a nat 20, so
Well,
I'm
see,
thinking I
that's
should
better.
use it.
Yeah. See, so
So,
great. So you take
yeah,
4
23
damage, and
also.
you're
Don't
not
die, Nox.
poisoned.
I'm not poisoned. That is great.
Yeah.
That is great.
Oh, I guess that was a Yep. No further effect from the poison. Perfect. Wonderful. So that was the other. That was third snake, and I believe that takes us to Tavra.
Yes. So I'm going to use half action for movement to get over to the other snake. And this time I'm pulling out my sword, because I've seen Jorax use his quilted blade and like that looks like fun. And I do have a sword on me.
Yeah.
Because I have all the melee weapons apparently. And I'm gonna try and hit it.
Perfect.
That's a 17 plus.
Yeah, that'll
8.
hit. That's
Yeah.
fine. You're fine.
Yep, so that's a d8. That is unfortunately only 4 points of damage.
This snake really hasn't taken any damage, BT dubs. This second, third snake. This is snake number 3. So yeah, no, it's still doing pretty well. It brings us back to the top of initiative, which brings us to the first snake. Who's
Isn't that one dead?
Huh? Did we kill the first? No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
Unless it got taken out with that 1d8.
No, because I was going for the snake 3 because I thought the first one was dead.
No, the first one is still up. Not looking that great. Still up at this moment. So it's gonna, and that one, they've all been attacking Nox at this point. But which, like, I feel bad.
They know quality when they see it.
They, yeah.
Oh, I've been doing this slightly wrong, I have to say, because I've forgotten that I get to add my strength modifier to my attack roll, to my damage.
Oh yeah.
Or wait, to hit. No, I don't know if I get to do that actually. Sorry,
you should be able to, but maybe not.
I forget.
That's okay.
Never mind.
That was a pretty good hit on it anyway. So we're gonna go. Let's see. Now I have 2 snakes attacking Nox, but one of them's looking real hurt, so we're gonna use just the 1 bite for Nox on this one. Sorry, Nox. That's a 22.
It definitely hits.
Yeah. It's been a couple rounds. If you want to try using that evasion of yours, I don't know if that can work against it, but that's certainly something you can try.
Yeah, let's do it with DM's
Just as a reminder,
blessing.
you're a rogue and can do those things, huh?
I would be delighted to not throw my dice onto the floor like it's, There we go. Try that
We're
again.
all in this together.
Yes, together. Once we know that we are.
Oh no!
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I did that show.
I know.
I had to
all the dance
listen.
moves.
I had to listen to it for 3 months every day, sometimes twice.
I know, Jenna.
I know. I did 10 or 11 shows a week.
Yeah.
And you didn't actively pierce your own eardrums. I am proud of you.
No, I did almost kill a few people though.
Yeah.
Because it was
That's
a
an
lot of
18
teenagers.
total for that.
Okay. I mean, I did roll a 22, so I think it still hits.
Oh, it's
but-
still, yeah. It still hits.
So that's another 4 points of damage, and if you want to roll another fortitude save.
Let's see. Oh no. What is it with my fortitude saves? That was an 8.
And 5 points of poison damage.
No.
How are you doing there?
I'm looking a little dead. Not quite there, but we're getting close. So that's over half my health points now, or wound points, I guess.
Cool.
So she's looking a little wobbly.
It is your turn.
Okay. At this point, she's just like spitting and hissing and cursing in maybe some languages she learned before her mind was wiped that she kind of retained muscle memory of. So there's all kinds of words coming out of her.
Sure.
And she's gonna shoot the snake. Shoot the snake.
Shoot the snake.
Oh no, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great either. 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
It does not hit. Maybe she's just more about the vibes and the rage than she is about actually aiming.
Right, yeah. You do get, if you just did the 1 attack, you do get 2 attacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
A 12
Yes.
does not hit.
No, it sure doesn't.
This is usually what happens. I am also a low roller.
We're doing really, really well. But Jorax is up next.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like he's trying to like deal with one part of the battle while also engage with the other one. So he'll swing back around, then put the Quality Blade back into. Speaking of quality, it is quality. It was there.
Maya, you have another advantage, BT Dubs.
But he'll
That's
swing
exciting.
back around and take a swing at the vine that's attacking Nox. So that is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And that is 7 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
And then with the rest of his action, especially seeing how rough Nox looks, just kind of like another just hand on the back, just hang in there. And he will do another heal others. So let's go. Yeah, heal other. And that is 16 points of healing.
Okie dokie.
That brings me back to full health again.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
I go from looking like a cat that got dropped in a bath to looking semi-normal.
Hey, Jorax, what does a Luxon heal look like? Out of curiosity.
I feel like it's a little like rougher than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a touch spell, but it's probably just like a really like rough pat on the back that like channels some sort of spiritual energy. Like you probably take 1 damage just from it, but then
It's like, huh.
it's
To the
incorporated
one-eyed
into
thing.
it.
It's like giving someone the Heimlich, except from the back, so you just punch them right between the shoulder blades. Just what?
Wait, I feel like every Luxon healer is just like that coach that every kid had, was just like, yeah, walk it off.
Well, because you have to punch him till the blood runs clear.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
It's true. Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
That's so...
I'm bruised from the healing.
So maybe I'm thinking about all the times where I like thought I maybe have gotten punched or slapped, and I'm thinking those had to have been previous heals.
Right. They were helping me.
They
were helping me the whole time. That's why I'm still alive, but I can't remember anything.
Mac, you're up. There's
Am I?
one snake that is looking really, really rough, and there's one that's still kind of going. That's still like looking pretty mean and feisty.
I mean, I'm going for that one that keeps attacking Nox.
They're both attacking Nox at this point because I'm
Fair.
a terrible person.
They all are.
She'll go for the one that's weaker, which is like probably super overkill because she still has this enormous rifle.
Yep. Yeah.
Is it within 10 meters or outside?
I believe it is within. It depends on how split up you all were, or if you've moved closer to Nox at all. I can't remember if you've moved closer to them or not.
Not really. I ran closer to the Sporehound, but that was it.
Oh, if you ran closer to the Sporehound, it's not within 10 meters.
That's okay. 17.
That will actually hit, yes.
Okay. That's gonna be 9 damage.
Yep, that snake is like mushy and dead. It's a dead snake. It's a dead plant snake.
And without stopping, she's gonna hit the other one.
Okay, perfect.
She's gonna try. Yep, that's gonna be a 25 to
That
hit.
for sure hits. Yep.
And another 9 damage.
Okay, great. That one is looking real rough. It's still up.
She's just like, stop it.
These are tough little snakes, y'all. Okay. Let's see. And I believe that actually brings us to the snake itself. At this point, it is gonna go after the. Let's see who's close. Jorax.
I got it right next to
Oh,
it.
you did?
Yeah, I hit it with the sword.
I mean, at this point, like, it's gonna probably go after the thing that has been like as a defense mechanism. Really, it's like now just trying for survival and trying to poison. It's a little blurry from getting so attacked and everything like that. It's gonna go after the thing that's been harming it at this point. You know, I don't think a 9 is gonna hit.
Who specifically?
You.
Oh, no, surprisingly.
I'm sorry, that's a 10?
No, still no.
Okay, we're gonna try that again. Second head, although I think like 2 of its heads are missing at this point. 12?
That just hits, actually.
Okey-dokey. I'm gonna have you make a fortitude save.
Sure. That is a 13 plus 9, so 22.
Yeah, that saves. You do take 4 points of damage from the bite.
All right.
And which brings us to your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit with the sword.
Do it.
That is, oh gosh, where did my character sheet go? That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That misses.
Really?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to try and hit it again, and if I don't hit it, I'm going to use my advantage.
Yes. Have you used any of your advantages yet?
Not yet.
Well, you have 2.
I know. Yeah, I definitely used advantage on that, so I have 1 left. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. Ding. Oh gosh, why do my rolls on damage so bad? That's 2 points of damage.
Yeah, that still takes it out.
Okay.
You now have like a pile. The 4 of you have like a pile of plant mush, and like.
I eat this one too.
Right. Of course you are. Roll me a fortitude check.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it because it's funny.
That would be a 28.
Yeah, you're fine. I just
That's a
wanted
+9 to my fortitude.
I know. I just wanted to see.
Yep.
It's fine.
How does it taste?
Spicy. Little. It's got a nice acid kick to it.
Ugh.
Yeah. All right.
It's not bad.
I'll reach over and give Jorax like a solid like punch on his arm. Be like thanks.
Punch right back, just harder.
How you doing there, Nox?
Better.
Is it?
Could a dead person do this? And I'll just do something like stupid.
No.
I don't think I can do that now, actually.
Well, you did just eat that thing.
I mean, it was tasty.
Good,
and I'm hungry.
good.
I think breakfast was a long time ago.
The countdown could start now.
And the Hynerian breakfasts you find, especially when you've been up on a ship, like tend to be really quite bland, little dry.
The food
cubes.
The
Food cubes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crackers. Don't like crackers.
Nope. And on that note,
Pizza rolls.
everything seems to have quiet. You have definitely, the 4 of you, well, 3 of you and Nox have managed to intimidate the wildlife, the plant life, the carnivorous plant life here, at least for the time being. So you can make your way on towards what is definitely like towards your goal, hunting down this Leviathan, you think, maybe, probably. And here I think is a perfect opportunity for us to take a break. Yeah, time. Look at me, time and stuff. Well, so we're gonna take about a 10-minute break, give or take. Get hydrated, bathroom breaks, all of that, and we'll return. Don't forget, we are raising money for Girls Who Code. So if you would be, we're only $10 away from our first milestone from the giveaway of Dragon Hearts, which is very exciting. So, if we can, if you find it in your heart, that would be wonderful. we'll take a break and we'll see y'all in a little bit. Let me do that.
Once I was a girl who led the sailors on and never gave a kiss for free, dashing all their dreams until the night was gone, leave them trembling in the cold gray dawn, pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me. Then you came along and really blew my mind, and now I need a rescue crew. Washed up on this island, feeling unrefined, cigarettes and Valium for my Valentine. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck, it's true. Slipwrecked on the shores of you. The night turns into day, I'm still in lingerie. I think I'll take another pill. It don't make sense to me. How can I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty still? The moon above me seems to understand as others walk the avenue. The night you shoved me did not go as planned. Now I'm stranded on this cheap divan by a natural disaster that they call a man. Slipwreck on the shores of you. Another pill I made it to, yeah. It don't make sense to me. How could I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty too? Whoa. Moon above me, understand and say a prayer for me. To make you love me was my only plan. Now I'm washed up like a fish on land, just another piece of tail flopping in the sand, and drinking cheap Chablis. My hair's a mess, I'm badly dressed to wreck, it's true. I got the empty bottles, but no SOS gets through. Can't even get the door, 'cause I look like such a whore. Slipwrecked on the shores of you. I am slipwrecked. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Once I was a girl who led the sailors on and never gave a kiss for free, dashing all their dreams until the night was gone, leave them trembling in the cold gray dawn, pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me. Then you came along and really blew my mind, and now I need a rescue crew. Washed up on this island, feeling unrefined, cigarettes and Valium for my Valentine. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck, it's true. Slipwrecked on the shores of you. The night turns into day, I'm still in lingerie. I think I'll take another pill. It don't make sense to me. How can I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty still? The moon above me seems to understand as others walk the avenue. The night you shoved me did not go as planned. Now I'm stranded on this cheap divan by a natural disaster that they call a man. Slippery on the shores of you. Another pill or maybe two. Yeah, it don't make sense to me. How could I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty too? Whoa, moon above me, understand and say a prayer for me. To make you love me was my only plan. Now I'm washed up like a fish on land, just another piece of tail flopping in the sand and drinking cheap Chablis. My hair's a mess, I'm badly dressed, wreck it's true. I got the empty bottles, but no SOS gets through. Can't even get the door, 'cause I look like such a whore. Slipwrecked on the shores of you. I am slipwrecked. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Once I was a girl who led the sailors on and never gave a kiss for free, dashing all their dreams until the night was gone, leave them trembling in the cold gray dawn. Pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me. Then you came along and really blew my mind, and now I need a rescue crew. Washed up on this island, feeling unrefined. Cigarettes and Valium for my Valentine. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck, it's true. Slipwrecked on the shores of you. The night turns into day, I'm still in lingerie. I think I'll take another pill. It don't make sense to me. How can I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty still? The moon above me seems to understand as others walk the avenue. The night you shoved me did not go as planned. Now I'm stranded on this cheap divan by a natural disaster that they call a man. Slippery on the shores of
Perfect timing. And we're back. Hello, Raiders. Liz brought her chat with us. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Before we get back into it. Oh wait, nope, that's the wrong one. That's fine. Don't worry about it. That's the wrong command. I have a command. There it is. I know, your timing is excellent, Liz. Welcome back. Hi, everybody. I'm Lady Dame, and today we're playing we're doing a one-shot in the Farscape universe. We're raising some money for Girls Who Code. We have some incentives, some milestones. We're about $10 away from our first milestone to help our players. And trust me, we have some interesting roles. They need all the help they can get. I promise. We definitely didn't almost kill Maya like twice. And by we, I mean me. As this group of wily aliens has fought off a pack of carnivorous plants on their way to find the Leviathan that they have been tasked to acquire by their Hynerian boss, Chancellor Galar Gak Patur. I'm not gonna lie, I actually found that from a Batarian name generator for those Mass Effect fans out there. It worked. But hello, everybody. Where we left off, you just turned a whole bunch of plants into plant goo, including the spore hound, Venus flytrap situation from Pelia, the name of the planet, which I will continually change how I say it because I'm the DM and I can do that. Let's see. So you're on the trail. Can I have somebody who's taken the lead make a survival trek as they try to make their way through to find where this ship has crash landed?
I will not be in front this time because I am limping a little bit.
Do y'all need like a short rest or something? Do y'all need like a moment?
I can happily heal anyone who's in need of it.
I'm okay for the moment. I just going to be using my walking stick a little bit more.
Yeah, but you're limping. Actually, it's my voice again.
It's fine. I can still
Danny
pick up and carry you if I wanted to.
True.
I will take the lead. I actually took what are they called? Oculars. So I would like to don the oculars, which I'm reading in this. They're described as enhancing your vision from 20/20 to 200/20.
Oh. And I have a scanner too. I'm not sure if that will help us find the Leviathans.
Oculars, for those of you if you've seen Farscape, they're like a little headset and there's little red laser pointers on them that somehow also enhance your vision, but they're pretty cool looking. Be curious because I don't think I ever saw. I don't know if I've ever seen a Luxon wear one, but you know, it's a little weird with the
tank. Yeah, you kind of gotta like get it like under and yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure the makeup crew just didn't want to have to bother with that.
It's a whole process.
Yeah, we all just stand there awkwardly and watch while he's like carefully putting it on.
Yeah, Matt, can you hold my tankos for me?
Yes, I will be very careful.
Thank you. Very sensitive. I'm gonna use an advantage because that was an 8. I'm gonna use another one because that's a 1. And there's all my advantages.
We
okay,
still do have the 2 party advantages that are floating out there.
That's true. So that's 17.
Okay. Great. Oh. So you're able to, Jorax, with that 17, and with the help of the oculars, are able to sort of see like in the distance. You're not too far away, probably less than an arm, to get to this crash landing site. You can see like some of the brush that's been swept away and everything like that. So as you're traveling along for this next little bit, we can skip to this next portion, or if there's anything that you all would like to do, any conversations you'd like to have, by all means. Otherwise we can get to this clearing.
I would like to give Nox a piggyback ride because she almost died twice.
Nox, do you accept this piggyback ride?
Nox would definitely accept, but she would also be like struggling with how to properly do it. Like she'd kind of like climb up on your back and then like there would be like a leg hooked over your shoulder and you'd be like, no, the leg goes down here and your arm goes up here. Oh, okay. And there would
it's
be
like
some
bad lift.
There would be some disaster struggle going on for a second before she's like, oh, like this. And then her chin would go on top of your head.
Oh.
However, I did notice you admiring my blade.
It's a good blade. I have a sword too, but it's not as good as yours. Mine does not turn into that.
I could show you how to use this sometime.
I would love that. Can you show me now? Well, I'm carrying Nox, but...
And I'm using it to cut through brush, but you just need the right cultifications.
So I'm good with weapons.
Yep.
I could try shooting it once.
You know what? Go ahead. Give it a literal shot. LD, you know what you.
I know what I signed up for. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I'm going to try and shoot into the brush with a Qualta blade. So this would be a ranged attack, I'm guessing?
It is.
Okay.
Oh fuck! What have I done?
Oh, good. Oh yes,
That was
you did. Remember we talked about this.
We did.
I rolled a 4. So I rolled a 4.
Yep.
I have a 0 to my ranged attack, so 4.
Yeah, I mean, it goes firing off into the brush. It doesn't necessarily. I don't know what you were planning on aiming at, but you sure didn't hit anything. Yeah. Luckily you don't hit your other party members.
Not quite that bad.
No, not quite. It wasn't a 1, so you're fine. But honestly, in this environment, shooting off into the brush is probably not the worst plan, given that all of the plants are trying to eat you.
That was fun.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, honestly, as far as planets go, this is probably not the worst place to train Tavra on how to use the Qualta Blade, but, maybe after you find what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need me to get off your back so you can play with the sword?
No. It's fine. I have my own sword.
Okay.
That thing has a real kick to it.
It does. But you didn't do half bad. You didn't shoot any of us. Pretty
Unlike
close.
the last time.
And the time before that. Yep. Just like those.
You would be very skilled with the sharp edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I like sharp things.
You are a sharp thing, Tavra.
That's the nicest thing I think anybody's ever said to me. You're a sharp thing too, Mac. Maybe not quite as sharp as me, but you're very good at making things go boom.
That is so kind.
Honestly, I think that's the best you're ever going to get from a Scaran.
True.
This brings me
I
to-
suggest if we come upon any more hungry plants, we simply step upon them.
Can I eat them?
I'm worried about your acid reflux later.
They will try to eat back.
Yeah,
Valid.
eat them before they eat me. Thanks.
It's a good plan.
That Scaran heat breath situation is pretty mighty on its own, without having acid added to it. Yeah, or poison added to it. So I think Jorax was very correct to be concerned.
I will say,
space salsa.
they don't have anything in here about Scaran heat breath situation. I was looking all over.
That's disappointing.
I know. It's like, I want the Scaran heat thing, and apparently it's not really a thing in this game.
Bummer. Maybe it's because it's too early for that before they actually introduced it.
Well, no, because look back at the princess would have happened.
Oh, that's
when
right.
this thing's made.
Anyway, Farscape lore, y'all. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I'm pretty sure the Sabatian racial stats actually have something about the weakness to heat.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. Luckily, none of you are Sabatian, because the Sabatian.
I am in real life.
Yes.
Mhm.
So as you're continuing on for about a little under an Arn,
got that reference.
Thank you. We just got, I think, something. Aha, Shadow, $10. Advantage to Tavra.
Yay!
Thank you. And we have our first, we are at $100, so I'm going to start the giveaway. Let me start that real quick. This giveaway is going to be for a copy of Dragon Hearts, actually. So let me get that going before we keep y'all talk amongst yourselves, all of that. Here we go. I can do this at the same time.
Tavra, do you have hair? Like, does your character have hair, or is it
No,
like
it's all just just kind of weird, leathery, kind of almost scaly.
Okay.
Kind of stuff. Yeah.
There we go.
I do have like a weird head covering, like not really a hat, but it is like a head, kind of a hood.
Okay.
Wonderful. So yes, if you type command ! Frel in the chat, you can win a copy of Dragon Hearts, which is what we played last month. If you got a chance, that VOD is up on YouTube. If you got a chance to, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, it was very good.
It was so good.
Traveling for about under an hour, and you start to, it's a little strange. You you start to like smell the smoke from like burning vegetation that happens when a large biomechanoid Leviathan creature lands on a planet in a blaze of glory, basically. But I'm gonna have, if any of you are interested, roll me it's like not an it's like a sense check. What is the stat that I want you to, that should be? It's like a perception, like, are you hearing
spot check?
things? Huh? Spot check. There it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
15.
Do the oculars help at all?
I don't think they help with this, because this is more of an auditory thing.
All good. That is an 11.
Okay. Tavra, are you here? Are you checking?
You know what?
Just out of curiosity.
9.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, so yeah, Nox and Mac, you would definitely hear like this low sort of humming sound coming from in the same general direction. It's kind of strange. You know, like not what you, granted neither of you have a lot of experience with Leviathans. You're not entirely sure that if this is connected to it or not. To this thing that has crash landed.
You hear that?
Hear what?
So.
That.
What's that?
It's that.
Advantages to everybody.
Yay!
Yay!
You all have an extra advantage. Wonderful.
Don't hear anything. It
Back
sounds
to
like
describe
jungle.
what you're hearing.
It is a prolonged sound that is of the same tone.
Does it sound like this?
Noxus is a little
More
closer
like-
to what it sounds like.
More like Nox.
Strangely scaring humming, not quite accurate enough.
Is that a
Let me tell you,
scare lullaby?
Yeah, scaring throat singing is where it's at, though.
Yup. Yes, indeed. The sound grows a little bit louder and a little bit louder, and you, as you head forward and you start to hear it, and it's sort of in that same tone that Nox was hearing, that ooh. And then there's a little bit of like chanting that happens that like pipes in, and it's a little strange. You're
A
not
cult meeting. This is my favorite. I love finding cults in the woods. Especially woods that you.
Does that happen often?
It's happened once or twice. You walk in, they're like, welcome. And you're like, thank you. I can't remember if I joined or not, but maybe there's some community out in some, woods somewhere waiting for me to come back. Who knows? Y'all call me Sister Knox. I don't know.
Aren't the Nabari just one big cult anyway?
Maybe. I feel like they've erased my memory so many times that I kind of forget what they're like. I haven't been there for a while.
Yeah, definitely not a cult at all. No, just some casual mind wiping. The Nabari.
Because we do everything that everyone says. Whoever's in charge, we have to do everything they say. Sometimes we all wear matching outfits, so totally not a cult.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong, but you said it, so it should be right then. Yeah.
Right. Her intelligence is low, everyone. Or no, her wisdom is low. Her intelligence is decent. It's her wisdom that's like a 0. Yeah.
The priest
I'm glad
is
you are
actively
here,
keeping
not-
his mouth shut.
Glad you are here and not with a cult.
As you approach now, how are you approaching as you get closer to the sound, which you are realizing is coming from vaguely the same direction as this Leviathan that you were trying to find?
I'm gonna set Nox down and.
I was gonna say, Tavra, how's your stealth?
Not good. Not good. I'm a giant lizard.
Really, the giant Skaren's not stealthy at all? Weird. So strange.
With the -3 to Dex, yeah, no. I am going to have I'm gonna have my sword in hand.
Yeah, I would definitely slip off if it seems like Tavra's gonna be walking loudly, and I would attempt to stealth towards this Leviathan.
I'm going to also try to stealth a distance back from Nox, maybe.
Okay.
Doing a lot of those like soldier motions and very cautiously slipping into the woods.
I will attempt to be quiet.
Attempt,
right. Okay, so I'm gonna have all of you. Actually, I'm specifically Nox. Mac, you can as well. Tavra, if you're staying far enough back, you don't need to at this moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you roll whatever this version of stealth is, which I have to look at the character sheets and figure it out.
I think it's move silently.
Yeah, that would be that. Move silently. That's all. That's exactly what that is.
Oh, yeah. That's a 19
18 for me.
plus 6, so 25.
Yeah.
E.
This is what Nox does, y'all. Nox is.
Have the wind.
Yeah.
Sinking through.
Nox, that being on that gray Nabari shadow that we know and love, is able to move through the clearing pretty silently. Mac, even though you're a little bit behind, you're pretty quiet. The Alonics have that above the Luxons, I think. They are a little more used to subterfuge. Luxons tend to be a little more direct in their dealings. So you're able to move through pretty quietly. And Nox, as you come upon this clearing, you see what looks to be. You who may or may not have ever seen a Leviathan before, you're unsure. Your memory is a little spotty. It's fine. It's small. It looks like it couldn't hold a whole heck of a lot of people in it. It's not a big like cruiser like the one your Hynerian has. It's like a smaller size ship. It's black in coloration. Some red markings on it. Yes, you're welcome. And it seems to be stuck. It's hard to tell because leviathans essentially they look kind of like a cross between a whale and a spaceship. Essentially, it's a leviathan. They are oval in shape with two prongs at the back end that sort of also tentacle-like almost, except that they basically open and close or are somewhat claw-like. This one looks a little more intimidating if you have seen a leviathan before. Most of them tend to be on the goldish brownish spectrum, greenish. This one being black and red is slightly unusual. But I'd say in front of the leviathan, the broad part of it, are 3 humanoid creatures. They are sort of bluish green. They do seem to have because you're very, very sneaky and able to get a little bit closer, you'd be able to see that they've got what look to be little prongs off of their head that are red in color. And you would recognize, they almost look like they might be a creature, an alien race known as Delvians. But they look a little off. Strangely. Weirdly. Can't imagine why.
I'll whisper back to the group. I'll get close enough to view this, and I would kind of double back just a little bit to go, hey, we got some Delvians that look like they woke up on the wrong side of the bed or had a spat with their tattoo artist. So revenge makeup maybe could have been a thing, or some cosmetic surgery maybe, or they're just Delvians that just are not the prime of their species. Their family might call them unattractive.
You'll hear over comms, I hate Delvians.
What are they doing?
Oh, they're standing.
They were.
What did they look like? They were just standing and observing, or were they kind of moving around?
They were moving around.
Okay.
You get the impression that the humming and chanting that you heard is from them. And they looked like they were trying to. They were sort of clawing, or not a little bit clawing, banging on the Leviathan. It looked like they were trying to maybe find a way into the Leviathan.
They are trying to break into our valuable resource. They're humming and chanting and banging on the sides. They're trying to commit B&E. And the Leviathan's not letting them in, so that tells me something. They're not maybe the owners of this ship thing.
Well,
maybe they came out of the trees and now they're trying to get back in, into it, maybe.
Well, that's our Leviathan. That's ours to take.
Yeah, maybe they
Right
came out of the
thing to
market
do.
too. Maybe they took a different route from the market and they're trying to get it. But we should get it first.
The right thing to do would be to secure what is ours.
Well,
Kill the
very
cult.
mad if we didn't.
Shoot them?
Kill the cult? Horribly maim the cult?
We are saying shoot them.
Yes.
Yes.
Suppress them gently with rope and weapons.
This sounds unanimous.
It
Yes.
does.
Yes.
This sounds like a solid plan.
Tavra, from way back in the distance, is just going to absolutely roar and start charging.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Fan-freaking-tastic. Perfect. I love this.
I don't know how much distance there is, but
I mean,
Tavra has
I'd say
no
we're
chill.
looking at like 60 meters away.
Okay.
From where you all are at this moment. Yeah.
Okay, so oh gosh, how does this work?
I'm gonna say y'all can roll initiative.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah,
as Tavra comes screaming, maybe this could be a surprise attack, I guess.
Yeah, I probably won't get
What?
Probably dead. Yep.
What was that now? Well, how'd you do there, Tavra?
So I rolled a 3.
Sure.
I have a -3 to my initiative.
Okay, so
that's a 0.
A 0.
Right.
Incredible.
Tavra just yells and starts booking it into the clearing. What are the rest of you doing?
Same. I mean, same.
Yeah. After Tavra yells, I kind of feel like Tavra almost like yells, but then forgets to move, like in her head.
Yep.
I would for sure just like, if the others are charging, I would be like, "Ah," and also charge.
Okay. So we know Tavra's initiative, which is 0, but we'll just the bottom of the barrel. It's fine. Nox, what did you roll?
16.
Okay. Jorax?
17.
And Mac?
12.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna allow y'all to do one thing before the feral Delvians have a chance to respond.
Who's feral in this situation, really?
I didn't say feral. I did say feral. But yeah, that's There's so many ways this could have gone.
Was there?
Are
I think
they?
I'll throw a grenade.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they're grouped together, we might as well just try to do our
yeah.
AOE attacks.
Wonderful. Hey, real. Yay! Congratulations, real. Roleplay.
Yay!
Replay.
The real replay.
The real replay. Oh, duh. Hi. I definitely speak. The real replay. Good morning.
Replay.
Look. You have won the Dragon Hearts copy. Send me a message on. You can message me here on Twitch, and I will get that copy of the Dragon Hearts key to you after we are done here. But congratulations! Yay!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay. As a reminder, apparently, since we're gonna, if you would like these dorks to like not particularly die, I mean they have an advantage, but as they go up against these Delvians.
Are you talking about the Delvians? Because we're cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Sure. Cool. So let's do this. Let's go. One action. Jorax, you're up. You actually get to go first.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do 2 ranged Cultiblade attacks if it's full action.
Do it.
Okay, so that's a 21. That is a 17.
Let me just double check that I know what their defense is. Oh right, because I had to. I'm pulling a couple of different things for them. Let's. Sari, say your numbers again.
21, and I think it said 17.
Okay, both of those hit.
Okay. So that is a 12 and an 18. To how many Delvians are there?
There are 3 of them.
Okay, so a shot on 2 of them.
Okay.
Actually, if they're grouped close enough, is there like one at the center?
There is, yes.
Okay, then I would take probably both shots at that one. So then the other 2 would also take 11 points of damage.
Holy macanoli.
And the one that I shot has to do it's 2 fortitude saving throws of DC 12.
2 fortitude saving throws of DC 12. Jiminy Christmas. They make one of them, but not the other.
Okay, so they are stunned. Actually, the other two also have to do fortitude saving throws DC 10.
Okay, so 10. Okay, hold on.
Call to Blades do not mess around.
Jiminy Christmas. I don't think I gave them enough hit points. So again, we have one saved. They each have to do it twice with the fortitude saves.
They do. Yeah.
Holy Jiminy Christmas. Okay. So they each saved once and failed once.
So I think that means all three are stunned.
Oh my god. Stunned. And okay, so they each have, hold on, I gotta math. Rude. So the two on the sides each took 11 points of damage. Is that correct?
They did, yes.
Okay. And then how much did the first one take again?
Oh, fuck. A bunch.
I know,
I think it
it's
was
a lot.
12 plus 18, so 30.
Oh, golly gee willikers. That one's looking rough. That one's looking really rough.
Gonna hit any of them.
So... Okay, that leaves Nox. You're up next.
Okay. I am also gonna throw a grenade.
Perfect.
And it's a let's see. It's a plus. I think plus it's a plus attack bonus. Okay. I would like to roll higher than a 9 today. Oh, yeah. Okay. 18 plus 2, so dirty 20.
That'll hit for sure.
And I would have had to have closed the distance a little bit. So I would have run up to be within orders of them. Would I have had enough movement to run up that close and do that hit?
Say that again one more time.
So I have to be at least 4 meters away from them to do this correctly?
You can't get that close on... Did you go back, or did you go back to talk to your party?
I doubled back in my head. They were only a few feet behind me. If it was longer, I wasn't picturing that.
Okay.
I might have called back to them, leaned back into the bushes, called back, and then come back a little bit, but that's okay.
I don't think you can get that close this round, but you can on the next one.
In which case, I would have used my movement. Let's see, it looks like I can do a direct hit, or I can just land it. I don't have like a throwing score here, but if I land it in the radius of them of 4 meters, as opposed to me being in that 4 meters, that's an option for me as well. I'm not sure. Would I still be able to?
I think so, sure.
Would I be able to get that close?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's less damage. So I would do then 2d6. Not much. It's only 6 points of damage.
Okay. To all
And that's
3 of them?
Let's see.
Or who does that hit?
Good question. So it's just anyone close enough in the radius. If I can't do like a direct hit, it would just be whoever might be in that circle. So it's up to then you to decide if there's like anyone close enough to me to get hit.
They were pretty much kind of grouped together. So that, sure, let's do that. So
Sweet.
6. I can math. Okay. Mac, you're up next.
Ooh. Okay. How close does she get, like running up this round?
There isn't like a movement.
There is actually.
Oh, is there?
We each have movement. Mine's is I don't know how much everybody else has. Mine's is like 6 meters. But I'm slow.
Oh yeah.
And then
Scarens are
running.
slow.
Yeah, and then you can like run, which is a full action, will take you 4 times that.
Okay.
Or 4 times whatever your movement speed is.
Interesting.
Yeah, you probably have a movement of like 10 meters.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I had said that they were about 60 meters away. So if you run, which would be your full action, you could get up too close to them.
Okay, I just want to get within 20 meters. Big gun.
I'd say you can probably get 1 gunshot off. I'll let you do
Okay,
that.
perfect. She's gonna aim, if there's a stunned one that she notices, she's gonna aim at that
They
one.
are all stunned. Oh,
So
I guess I
just-
should know what that condition is too, but that means that.
Yeah, I don't really know either. It just seems.
I'm a good DM, y'all. But I'm guessing that just means that they can't move away, and also would give them I would say that would give them disadvantage on saving throws, but.
Stunned creature drops everything held, can't take actions, takes a -2 penalty to defense, and loses dexterity bonus to defense,
Damn.
if any.
Ow.
Nice.
And how long does this last? Around?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well,
I think it's
Most
maybe a
stun
save.
conditions.
I would say it's probably going to be a fortitude save on every turn.
Okay,
That's
good.
how I would
Great.
guess.
Great. Well, okay. These poor Delphians.
Well,
I kind of feel like it would. Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, it's a 17 to hit.
Yes. That does actually hit, especially since they've now taken a -2 to their defenses.
12
Hey,
damage.
okay, to which ones?
Just pick a random stunned Delvian.
Okay. I mean, so there's one in the middle who looks like they're pretty hardy, and then there's 2 on the sides who are definitely not nearly as hardy looking.
She'll go for the hardy one.
Okay. Okie dokie. And that leaves Tavra.
I'm using my full action to just run.
Okay.
Which does put me 60 meters. Actually, doesn't get me all the way there.
Yeah, not quite.
This I'm slow, but I'm
That's
yelling and
But you're
making a
yelling
lot of
and
noise.
real scary.
Yep. Just full on intimidating,
Cool. I
scaring.
guess I should roll initiative for my Delvians, which I didn't do. My feral Delvians. Oh, good. I rolled super well. And of course, 2 of them have no initiative bonus, so that's fun. They're all still going ahead of Tavra, but
I'm shocked,
I know.
absolutely shocked.
and hold on. Just looking at something real quick. Oh, none of them. Cool. Great. Yeah, nope. All of them are going after. Cool. Cool. I'm super thrilled about this. This is great. Alrighty, we're back at the top of the round, which brings us back to Jorax, who is obliterating these Delvians. It's
Oh.
fine.
Doesn't feel bad at all for totally decimating your encounter.
It's fine.
Feels just a little bad. Okay.
It's okay.
The Qualta Blade worked so well the first time.
I did. It sure did. It's fine.
It
Go
really
for it.
did. Oof. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. That was an 8. I'm going to use that advantage because I don't think that was a. Okay. Well, one of them's a 10. Or one of them is a 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay. The other one is a 24.
24 does.
So a little too.
Oh, wait, they're still stunned. The 14 does hit.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Then yeah, he's going to target. Since he shot the one in the middle, he's going to target the one to the right. Then
Okay.
with the first shot, the one on the left with the second.
Uh-huh.
So the one on the right is going to take 10.
Okay.
The one on the left is going to take. Oof. Oh God. Okay. 16, 23.
That one goes down, crumples into a heap of blue plant matter. Although actually it's Delvian. As it does go down though, a burst of spores come up in the air. I don't think any of you are quite close enough to be affected by this.
What is the necessary range on it?
It's a range of 2 meters. So
Okay.
none of you are close enough quite yet.
So since you are adding damage to them, I want to just specify that now that I know that it was 60 meters, I wouldn't have actually been able to make it within throwing range to them. So you can give them back a couple of health points that I took away from them, because I'm looking at the math and I'm going, I wouldn't have made it. It would have taken me 2 turns to get within a distance to throw my grenade. So
Shmeh. That's okay.
we do honest gaming.
I appreciate that. We'll let it stand.
Okay.
I'm very loosey-goosey with things, and I'm like, it's neither
Okay.
of the what we say goes. It happened, we're there. It's fine.
All right.
And then the other 2 take 8 points of additional AoE damage.
Okay, and Delvian number 1 is also with that AoE. The AoE on that Quality Blade, though, oof. Ouchie McGouches.
Yeah. It's great if enemies are grouped together, not so great if allies are in melee range. So I'm glad that Tavra kind of went last on this one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So there are now 2 of the 2 weaker of the Delvians has gone down at this point. So that would have actually been just from your first shot, is that correct?
That's everything altogether.
That's everything altogether? Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, so you see around these Delvians like a cloud of spores 2 meters around both of them, which only serves to make our third Delvian, the one who's a little beefier looking, so to speak. They look even angrier than they did before. But that was just Jorax's turn, which brings us back to Nox.
Okay, so this time I will use my pulse blaster, and I will try to shoot one.
Okie dokie.
Oh, what? That's a nat 20.
That'll hit, yeah, for surezies. That for sure hits.
This is the first hit that I've made with my pulse blaster in the game.
I'm so proud.
All right, that's 3d6 for damage. Oh no. I rolled a 1 plus a 1 plus a 4, so 6 points of damage.
Okie dokie, we're just fine. Don't worry about it. Great.
Does it get doubled?
Oh, because it's a crit. Yes.
Oh, so 12 points of damage altogether. Oh, you double the damage, like in 5e? Is that or?
Yes. Double the dice, but not the modifiers.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So if I rolled a 6 altogether for damage, it would just be 12, I think.
Okay.
And then I think I shoot a second time? Shooting's a half action? Is that
yes.
correct? Okay. I really like this dice. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then I'm finally hitting things in this battle.
I'm so happy for you, Nox.
How is it that they're easier to hit than plants?
They are also plants.
They are also plants.
True. Oh, that's true.
And they're
So,
stunned.
11 plus 3, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, okay.
And that was a dirty 20 before, not a natural 20, so you wouldn't double this.
That's fine. Wait, say that damage number again for me real quick.
14.
Okay,
14.
that's what I thought I heard. Great, fantastic. This Delvian's
That's what I hoped I said.
real rough. Real rough. Okay, which Mac's turn.
Get away from our ship.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah.
But she's not gonna wait for an answer. She's
No,
also
of course
gonna
not.
she's gonna shoot
Yeah.
the same one she did before.
Reds.
16.
With it being stunned, yes, that hits.
$17.
Yep, and it's dead. That one's down as well.
Tavra just goes screaming to this screaming and just be like, what happened?
Well, so there's 3 like dead Delvians
Tavra, you made
on
it.
the ground as you approach the Black Leviathan.
What happened? They're all dead.
They are.
You scared them to death with your battle cry in the woods.
You sure did.
Well, at least I did something.
I went to a bit of a
Definitely.
fugue state. Is everything okay?
What? Oh no, it's I think my leg's acting up a little now.
Sorry,
But
there's
at least
nothing
they're
for you
dead.
to hit.
It's fine.
Oh, you can hit me.
No, you can hit
I
me.
don't wanna hit
I'm
you.
tougher than you.
Give me a little something right here.
It's not
I need to
healing
feel
if she
alive.
doesn't.
You will kill her.
Well, maybe.
We
Maybe
are surrounded
tomorrow.
by carnivorous vegetation. Literally, if you hit anything, I think it's fine.
I trust Tavra
Same.
more than I trust the plants.
That's fair, really.
I think
I will
Tavra
go
would
ahead.
also likely eat you.
I will go ahead and very gently hit Nox. She asked.
We have established that I am tasty. I would not question it if Tavra took a bite out of me.
Wow. Wow.
The plants love me.
Somehow
not?
we always come back here. It's fine. So now you have a sitting duck, a tiny leviathan hanging out.
Aren't they usually bigger?
This one's a baby. Also, why is it peacekeeper colors?
I don't like the colors of that.
Maybe it just likes red and black.
It's a good color.
See? They don't own a color. I want to walk up and touch it.
It's interesting. It's a leviathans are kind of interesting. There's like this like electrical like vibration that sort of rumbles through it as you touch it, and it's like kind of warm. As you touch it, there's like a hatch that opens. It's a small hatch opens, and this man who in like dark clothes, black hair that's tied back into a ponytail comes out carrying a very large pulse rifle.
Oh,
I will snarl and hold out my sword.
I will ask you once to step away from my ship.
Your ship.
Yes.
We came here to claim it.
Tavra?
What?
I want to use empathy on both him and the ship. Because the Leviathan is sentient, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Okay. So that's a +4 to bluff, diplomacy, gather information, intimidate, negotiate, ride, and sense motive. So in the sense of diplomacy, you misunderstand. We were helping you. This is your ship?
This is my ship. This is Talon.
So you're welcome.
Yeah, we killed those Delvians.
did you not notice?
I was handling things quite well by myself. I don't know if you noticed, but there's 5 other dead ones out there.
don't think we noticed.
They blend into the environment once they're not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I recommend you step back before I do the same to you.
Don't you think that we could have a little reward, maybe? For helping you and your very lovely ship. Is it just you on board?
Yeah.
No, why would it just be me? Of course it's not me, just me. I'm absolutely, definitely not by myself here on this ship.
Do you believe any of that?
Yeah, is there like an insight kind of check?
Yeah, I would like to sense motive.
Sense motive. Perfect.
Yeah, that was wonderful, like theater lying.
I know. Thank you.
Oh, that's so good.
Trevor totally believes him.
Yeah, I got a 9.
An 18.
Yeah, no, he's totally lying. He's all by himself on that ship. Totally by himself.
Did you say the ship felt kind of warm too?
Yeah.
Is your ship running a fever? Can they get sick? Can they get head colds? Is your Leviathan feeling a little under the weather?
Well, clearly, we just crash landed on this planet. Leviathans aren't supposed to be they're supposed to be out in space. They don't do well on planets.
My friend Knox here is a Leviathan veterinarian.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god, please roll whatever the deception is.
If I immediately jump in on that and like, why, yes, I am. Do I give Derek an advantage or?
Sure. What would that
It's
stat
not like
be?
there's
Bluff.
bluff
I believe
probably.
bluff is the correct one.
Okay, yeah, not just outright lie.
Yeah, that's it.
Use that advantage.
Yep. Well, and you've got your bonus because of empathy, I assume.
Yeah, so it is an 18 then.
Hold on.
14 plus 4, because otherwise I have a plus 0.
Oh.
I am a well-known veterinarian, and these are my assistants.
A Leviathan veterinarian. Let's see if he actually...
Yes.
Interesting. Fascinating.
Well, more of an engineer as well as a veterinarian. It's kind of it's a bioorganic sort of sub.
Dear, why don't you have a sense motive stat, friend?
I am a professional in the roboganics of the interiors of the Leviathan systems.
I am the biological expert.
I have never heard of such a thing.
It's a specialty school, you know. Not a lot of people can get in and out. It's like the Oxford of this universe.
Leviathans are very rare, and
So
the
rare.
experts on them even rarer. So
rare.
As you can see, I am an Alonic, and therefore, I'm very smart.
I know too
that's not even
much,
bluff.
which
That's
is why
just
it is good.
statement of fact.
It's just a Steve. Oh, golly gee wilkers.
Mac handles all of the hard stuff, you know, getting in there, you know, we'll make the stitching,
Since
the injuries, the surgeries. Oh, the surgeries.
Since when have the Hynerians had Leviathans and Leviathan techs?
We get called to locations where the Leviathans are when they're sick. We don't have them ourselves. We go to the people who need us. And you look like you are in so much need. Crashing here all alone.
Knox,
I mean,
please
with
roll
your
a bluff
crew.
check for me. He's not disbelieving you all that he's confused at this moment. You would.
That is a 5.
Well, luckily, he also is like. I mean, I knew the Hynerians were working on something special, but I had no idea.
They have one Leviathan. They hired us to take him on, so technically we are working for the Leviathans for that reason.
Well, I don't know much about. Talon won't tell me what's wrong, so if you can get it to work, come on board.
Yeah.
Is he
blessed.
kind of letting us all on board?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's for sure letting Knox on board,
I don't go anywhere without my assistants. Tavra, the muscle, Mac, the smarts, Jorax, the bedside manna.
You'll have to drop your weapons before you enter.
Oh, absolutely.
That's fine by me.
Mac drops
Can I
the
keep my
visible
walking stick?
one.
And I hold out the walking stick, which is very clearly a spear.
No, you cannot keep
Are you
your-
pulling a Gandalf?
Totally Gandalf.
You will part an old man from his walking stick.
No, you cannot keep your walking stick.
That's fine.
I begrudgingly put my pulse pistol on the ground and I'll whisper to it, I'll be back for you, baby.
Okay.
I'll put my pulse rifle down, but
Mhm.
everybody knows she has many weapons tucked everywhere.
I would say, so if that's the only thing you're putting down, Mac, why don't you also roll me a sleight of hand, just to see how well your weapons are the rest of your weapons are hidden.
I also have knives on my person, like inside little sheaths,
Oh yeah.
holster sheaths.
Ooh. You are pretty, Mac, you are pretty good about hiding your weapons. However, this gentleman seems to be familiar with the outlines of certain weapons. I mean all of your weapons, especially the big ones. I see that. Don't think I don't see that.
Can I get within 2 meters of him?
Yes.
Cool. I want to use my tongue sting.
Okay.
So it's a DC 17 fortitude check.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. Actually, he makes that fortitude check.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no!
Can I use an advantage to give him a disadvantage, please?
Sure, because I want to see what happens. Also, fuck this guy. I mean, nope, he still makes it.
Fuck. Okay.
He's got a high
for
fortitude.
those of you who don't know, Luxons, weirdly enough, have like a 2 meter long tongue,
They do.
prehensile tongue with a stinger on the end that can knock people unconscious. It's very unsettling, especially with like early 2000s CGI.
They sure as fuck have a tongue sting.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I have to say I am so sorry that doesn't work.
No, it's okay. Frail.
Okay. You know, I was going to be nice. Out, all of you, out.
Oh.
Now.
I'll turn to Jorax and scream, How could you? How could you? We had an agreement. I'm so sorry about him. He's broken our hearts again
He
by
is
his
the
lack
Bashan.
of
They are.
impulse control.
I'm sorry, it was my hyper rage. I went into it's a condition that I
You
have.
don't deserve to be on this Leviathan, this good, sweet, sick
As-
Leviathan that fell from space.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to
as
go back to where all
Bylar's-
of our weapons are.
As Bylar starts saying out, he starts taking aim with his he starts taking aim with his pulse pistol, and suddenly you had sort of managed to make it a little ways up into the Leviathan. You hear the Leviathan itself sort of revving up, and suddenly all of these instruments start turning towards you and the party,
Oh no.
and they start
No.
charging as well.
Wait. Can we talk about this maybe a little bit?
Out.
Okay, leave. I probably am the last one up because giant slow scared. I will back away.
Does the Leviathan have a ramp that we're kind of going up to go inside, or okay.
Mm-hmm. And you can see it's some armaments that sort of pop out the side of the Leviathan, but also you see some armaments popping up inside the Leviathan as well.
I would.
Okay.
I'll bend down to the ramp and I'll just very sorry. We're very sorry. We're leaving now. Everything's fine. I wish you would let me help you, but if you don't want our help, that's okay. I respect that. We all respect that. And I just like, I'll like touch the ramp, like, oh, there, you're fine. We'll leave, and get up, and then kind of.
Talon, 4 crew are better than 1 Drelk. Just saying.
It fires a couple warning shots above your head.
Okay, all right, fine.
And we're going.
Okay, see, I think we
Nox
could
is
have
just-
taken him, but that thing has guns. Leviathans don't have guns. This Leviathan has guns.
Leviathans don't have guns.
Is it not a Leviathan?
It kind of looks like a Leviathan, but it's small and it has guns.
Wait. You said there was like black and red designs on it. Is it like a peacekeeper ship and they disguised it as a Leviathan to try and pass through maybe certain areas of space or something? Maybe someone found out it was disguised and they shot it down and that's why it fell.
Are you what are you doing as you're having these as you are posing these questions, Nox? Are you like outside the Leviathan or are you running?
This would have been after booking it down the ramp
Fair
and
enough.
reaching the bottom. She probably would have waited till she was touching ground again before having this suggestion.
As you make it down the ramp, the hatch that had opened the ramp had slowly sort of shunts back up, just leaving like a little peak at the top as like another pulse charge comes out, like sort of leaving like a little like
shit.
almost like an arrow slit.
Adren.
To think I was having a pleasant conversation with it and it probably wasn't even listening.
We were so close.
I thought that was going to work.
I think Grolo's going to be mad.
Yeah.
He's always mad.
He could be
Especially
dead.
us.
There is a lot of anger in that little toad.
We could relieve him of his anger and his life. Just
I think that's what he does when he pees acid.
Relieve himself.
Maybe we find another one of those spore dogs and feed him to it.
Ooh.
You know, I
Good
was
pet.
thinking this Leviathan was just a, it was kind of taken captive by this peacekeeper fellow, and it needed to be liberated. And we would be its new crew. And we'd rescue this Leviathan from this swarthy fellow.
Wouldn't
should.
that have been nice?
We should. Well, what if? But it's only. What if we could find a way to I don't know, sneak up and take it somehow.
We could still liberate it.
I just worry that no attack can really pierce plot armor, you know?
Funny. What do you think? What do you think about that?
That's amazing.
Especially when we are at 3 hours plot armor. You hear a buzzing over your comm badges.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It would have been nice, but Jorax had to go and try and tongue the man. Correct.
Uh-oh.
Where are you? You should have been back an hour ago. Where is
found
my
the-
Leviathan?
We found it.
And
And
And it's waiting for you.
uh-huh. It is we're just we're waiting for you to come claim it.
And the path
Right.
is totally clear. There are no dangerous plants or animals along the path that we took to get here.
Did your meeting go well?
it went very well. I think we've reached a deal. This planet could prove to be very useful for us.
Wait, has he paid us yet? I won't say for the Has he paid us yet?
I don't
Yeah,
think
can you transfer payment before you come out here?
Yes, we have the Leviathan. I feel like we deserve a finder's credit. So if you could transfer that finder's fee to for finding the Leviathan to our bank accounts,
Jorax, would
and
you-
then it's just come
Jorax,
out
would
here
you
for us.
roll I just want to see. Would you roll, what is it? Negotiate? Sure. Negotiate.
Diplomacy?
Diplomacy, sure.
Okay.
Either one is fine.
And comms send like readings or files or images back and forth?
No, they're just
okay.
Can I ask why him and not me?
I mean, you both can, so you both, since you both like had asked, yes, sure, why not?
The Leviathan or the ship makes like a humming noise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can I hold my comm out towards it and see if it'll pick up on the sound to help them like get an advantage when they're bluffing?
Both of you get advantage, sure. Roll with advantage on that.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm just asking for money. I literally
maybe
spoke
he
no
can-
lies.
I was like, finder's fee in our bank accounts?
Yeah, no, I know.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 14, but I actually have a +5 to negotiate.
Wonderful.
When it counts. I love it.
I do not get the bonus of empathy because Corlo is not within range. I didn't cast it on him. But I did roll a 17 plus 3, so that's a dirty 20.
Fine. That's good. All right. Hold on. Let me make a few calls. Takes a few microts for the I don't know how you all find out. I'm sure there's some way. You get the impression he's the Hynerian. When he says he's going to do something, he doesn't usually say he's going to do things. And so when he does say he's going to do it, he usually follows through. Usually. So you wait a few microts and you hear the comm back. All right, it's done. Now give me the direction. Send me your location so that I can come to this Leviathan.
Who remembers how to get here? I'll try and give him directions as best as possible.
I will help.
Okay.
Sending like coordinates or something.
Yeah.
Read to the brush. You'll see it. Can't miss it.
I'll bring one of these.
Follow the spinach path.
Don't know what that means, but I'll bring one of these Zanetans with me to make sure that everything goes okay.
Yes. Should be fine. We had an easy time coming out here. There was just we had to cut a new path.
Wonderful. You know that it's going to take the Hynerian a couple of arms to get to the Leviathan.
If
Oh yeah.
If this Hynerian ever gets to the Leviathan, what is your plan? Now that you've set the Hynerian on what is potentially a very deadly path through carnivorous plant matter. And remember, the Hynerian looks like this. He's very tiny and also looks like a frog.
Does anyone want to double back and like steal his ship that we came in on?
That was my thought. We could just
like covering up the
now that
comms.
we've been paid.
I do enjoy that. I'm very tired of him.
Did anyone want to take him out first?
Well, I was hoping the plants would, or
Right.
the Leviathan.
Also valid.
And that way we don't burn our reputation as mercenaries. Because reputation is everything.
On to the next job then.
On to the next job then.
I'll get it back on the comm for our little boss man, and I will tell him that we're already gonna be going inside the Leviathan. So when you get here, we should have banged really hard on the side so we know to let you in.
Mm-hmm.
Like come up and knock real hard, and we'll open up the ramp for you.
The password is shoot me.
That personally, that sounds beautiful, like a perfect plan to me. Now, I mean, I will leave what happens to the Hynerian to the rest of your crew, but I do imagine that you are able to make it back, all things considered, to the Hynerian ship.
Can we get a sporehound puppy on our way back?
Without dying?
Without dying?
How much yes-anding are you willing to do, LD?
You see, yes-anding is my favorite thing. Tell you what, find me, Tavra, for a spore pup. Let's see, hold on. Must be
It's
a check.
just a little sprout.
Oh my gosh, are they like skunks where they can't actually spore until a certain age? So as long as they're young enough, they're non-lethal.
Yeah, let's do that. I love that. I'm here for that. Tell you what, Tara, give me a... Let's do forgery? No, wait, that's not what I'm looking for.
No.
I'm thinking forage, not forge. That's why. Give me a survival test,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, and you do
I've also read that as forage. Absolutely. Okay, yeah.
Hold on
I
just a second. We just had a raid from Marefeather! Y'all!
Mare?
Hi, everybody! Welcome in. We're just finishing up our one-shot of Farscape and closing out our current Tavra. Our Scarin pirate is looking for a Sporehound puppy. Welcome on in, everybody. We are raising money for Girls Who Code for raiders who are new here. Before we finish up, we have we are at the end, and so they don't need the advantages or anything. But if you're still interested in donating, we can. If we get to 200 before we finish out for the evening, we could run another giveaway. We're at 130 right now, so we're $70 away from our next milestone. That's okay, Mare. It's totally fine.
Happy to have you, Mare.
I know we did. It's totally fine, and I'm so happy you're here. I hope your game went well. Okay, so sorry. Sporehound puppy. Roll me a survival.
I am using my advantage on this, so I rolled a dirty 20.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
I will say that you are able, a dirty 20, absolutely. You are able to find a tiny, a smaller version than the one that you had fought before. That is a... it's a little leafy. I'd say this one's probably like a dark foresty green. It's got the wide flat head like a Venus flytrap. There's no eyes on these creatures. You're not quite sure. You get the sense that like they've got the little tiny fuzzy hairs that you feel like that plants use to like the cilia that plants use to sort of feel around. Every once in a while it opens its mouth and a little tiny puff of like pollen pops out. Yeah.
I love it.
Good puppy.
Yeah. You're not...
I want to teach it to throw grenades one day.
Don't teach it to fetch them, though.
It's very, very important distinction.
It's carnivorous, it's acidic, it's definitely lethal, and it's still better than the Hynerian.
Yes.
So yeah.
But we have our reputation still.
Sure, for now. You go, after you get to the ship, I don't know if you wait a little bit, or if you wait a little bit before you take off in the Hynerian.
Oh no.
I was gonna say.
Oh no. Once we get to the ship, it's on.
It's ours now.
That's fair.
It needs a new paint job. We're gonna have to rename it.
Yeah,
but it's definitely ours now.
I'm gonna start breaking a few things that are very obviously Hynerian.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take it to like an intergalactic chop shop or something.
Yeah.
It's one of those things as you take off, and they never heard from the Hynerian again. At least for now. You do, as you are floating off in space, taking off, you do see also the slow rise of a black leviathan, baby leviathan. Also, somehow Talon, after bumping his head on the atmosphere, managed to recover just fine. And floats on, and you see it as it's this crackle of red energy come down the Leviathan, and as it touches its two tail fins together, this blue, it's sort of in reverse blue electrical impulses go up, and it bursts out in this burst of light and like a firework almost. It's pretty cool. It's pretty rad.
I think one day we should get one of those.
Maybe someday.
One day.
set course to stalk the Leviathan, or no, we can do that.
Can't
we can do that
follow
later.
that, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, we can do that later.
Yeah,
But if we
go to
come
the
across it
Leviathan
again.
rescue shelter.
Can we get like a fin on the back of our new ship? You know, when the
Oh,
sets it
yeah.
up, do some markings on the side. You know, we'll call ourselves like the spores or something. We'll do like a little plant design that looks like the little plant from
like our puppy. He'll be our mascot.
What's the plant from the musical?
Audrey 2.
Audrey 2.
That is, in fact, I'm sure what we're going to name this spore puppy is Audrey 2.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
From Little Shop of Horrors or something, we'll do a little painting of that plant on the side of the ship.
Pretty much. That's pretty much like a what this plant puppy looks like, only it's a puppy. And yes. And on that note, we have come to the end of this Farscape one-shot.
Yay!
I hope everybody had a good time. I know I sure did. So we're going to go around. I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves, plug anything that you're working on, where we can find you, all of the cool stuff that you do. I don't have commands for anybody because, oh wait, I might have one for Derek. We'll see. We'll find out. But tell us where, and also if you can tell us your favorite part of what happened would be awesome and wonderful. Let's start with Derek again. Only because I know Derek has done this a few times.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. If you want to find me in any of my projects, the best place is Twitter at dsword16. A lot of my projects include some of the following. On Saturday evenings, not tonight, we are taking a break this week, but on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, I am DMing an oceanic campaign set in the homebrew world of Damaris on Eva Sariet's channel called Horizon's Call. It's a lot of fun, so check us out next week at 6 p.m. Eastern. On Friday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm on Graham Cracker's channel for Goldshine Investigation Agency, where I play a swampy bugbear druid named Griaz. This coming Tuesday and alternating Tuesdays after that, I'm also on Graham's channel for Shards of Hynerian, where I play a Null Ranger named Verban. And if you can tell already that I love monstrous races, I am also the co-host of the podcast Monster Crush. If you enjoy smooching monsters and think that Mothman would be good on a date, check that out where podcasts are found. I am also going to be on Graham's channel for the month of April. We're doing an indie TTRPG month, so there's going to be a number of dates to be announced for that. And then I also was on a couple of podcasts recently as a guest. I guested recently on Rolls as Written, which is specifically on Spotify. It's a D&D podcast. That episode will be coming out soon. And we just had an episode release of It Came From a Monster Movie, where myself and my co-host Heavenly from Monster Crush guested and we watched the movie After Midnight and reviewed that. So lots of stuff. Like I said, Twitter's the best place to find it. And as far as my favorite moment, I actually really liked getting to use the tongue sting, even if it didn't succeed. I appreciate using that on like an actual main character from the Farscape series because he had it coming too.
He sure did.
Yeah.
I really wanted it to work too. He's just got a really high fortitude.
It's fun. It's funnier if he didn't, honestly.
It's fine.
Yeah. And that's me.
Okay. We're gonna go in reverse order. So Maya. I'm like going up around my screen. Last time I went clockwise. This time we're going counter.
So I am Maya Writes Things, so at Maya Writes Things on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I am doing a lot of cosplay related things right now. I don't really have anything like to plug necessarily other than like come see me dressed up as Ellie from The Last of Us on TikTok if you feel like it. I'm doing the series of like going through the different moments of the games right now. And I do art and watercolors and things like that. So that's just something I do. During this game, I think every single time any of our characters like had to lie about something was my favorite moment, or like jumping into like a bluff or a deception. Everything, it was so funny. Yeah, I think us kind of all knowing that like
we're not going back to this Hynerian person who's just wanting to take advantage of this planet and the good farmers and the resources. We're all like, yeah, we're not about that. Let's just steal his ship and get out of here. So yeah. Oh, I guess I could. Thanks for the reminder, Crystal, in chat. I do write games, so you can find me on itch.io. Maya Writes Things, of course, where I sell like role-playing games, so you can check me out there.
They're so good too. I have a
Thank
couple
you.
of them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's it for me.
All right, Jenna, go for it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna. You can find me on the internet as Faeruy, Faeruy, and that's pretty much anywhere on the internet. Instagram, Twitter, a lot of Twitter, no TikTok, but things like AO3 and that kind of thing. I don't know, Tumblr. If there's a place on the internet and you see Faeruy, that's me. I don't really have anything to plug. I just talk a lot about D&D on Twitter and stuff, but I am an out-of-work stagehand and am available to play in games and would love to play more. My favorite, oh gosh, I had so many favorite moments. I want to say, oh gosh, the entire encounter with Grace and trying to convince him that we were a Leviathan veterinarians was pretty great. I was pretty happy with that. It was so funny. Anyway, yeah.
All right, and Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. You can find me at AmyLiz_W on Twitter. I don't super have anything to plug either. I draw sometimes. I play a lot of games and talk about them. That is kind of it right now at the moment. My favorite moment, I mean, it was also the Leviathan, like, veterinarian interaction. That was just so good. There were so many good moments, though. It's hard to choose. Anytime anybody was just interacting was just great. It was great.
Perfect. And I believe that leaves me. Hi, everybody. I'm Lady Dame. I'm the host of This Is My Channel. I'm the host here. Normally, I am a late-night variety streamer and also the host of the infamous Smutty Saturday, which is happening tonight. So I'll be back here on this channel later at 9 p.m. Pacific, but I stream on the weekends, 9 p.m. Pacific on Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays. Saturdays are, like I said, Smutty Saturday, where I am joined by a group of friends, and we read terrible, horrible, no good, very bad smut on the internet. Sometimes it's actually, I lied, sometimes it's really good. This month being sci-fi month, clearly has been all sci-fi all the time, and tonight is sort of a generic alien smut, and I have to tell you, it's been really tricky to find smut that isn't like terrible. That like doesn't cross a whole lot of boundaries when it comes to alien smut, apparently. Yeah, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna be joined by guests Kayla, my regular guest Kayla and Liz, and then also joined by Abe from Craftic Studios tonight. So that'll be really fun. On Mondays, I generally play chill indie video games. Sundays, I usually read books out loud. This month we've been reading pulp sci-fi stories, although I think I'm taking tomorrow night off just because I need a little bit of a break this weekend as I prep for my state boards exam. And on Mondays, I play chill indie games. We'll see if I play a game on Monday or not. I'm not 100% sure. If I do, I'll be posting that on Twitter, but you can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet at the Lady Dame. Yes, we do have, if you have never participated in Smutty Saturday, it is a good time. I have a whole host of alerts that are specific to Smutty Saturday for people who cheer bits, and it's a good time. Some of them are created by people here. Some of the best ones, in fact. And yeah, it's good fun. Let's see what else. I'm also in the TTRPG space. I am in Uncaged over on Open for Adventure every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central. No, noon Central, 10 a.m. Pacific. I can't remember. There it is. that's only going to be for a little bit longer because I theoretically have a job starting sometime soon. And then also I am in a podcast called Of Black Glass, done with Off the Table. Episode 7 is coming out this Sunday, and it's real good, if I do say so myself. I also have a present for those who have had it once they've listened to it that I can't post until it's come out. That's because it's big, huge honkin' spoilers for the episode, but I can't wait to share it with everybody. And yeah, and that I believe is me. I also run charity one-shots. I still have the donate link up. This is going to be up for a while. I'll probably still have it up tonight as well for Smutty Saturday. So, you know, that'll keep going because screw it, why not? But I do run a charity one-shot every month. Next month, we're going to be running the Opera House. I'm in the middle of casting that right now. I had like 30 people sign up for it, and I can only cast 5, so it's fine. Yeah, but that's me. I think that's it. Oh, my favorite part. God, that was, you know, I just really love Farscape a lot, and so having you all sort of delight in, like, when the Qualta Blade comes out and does some serious damage, it brought me a lot of joy. I was kind of excited that I had built in it, like, I'm sure this happens to every DM, you get nervous when you take a character down to half hit points, and then you don't feel so bad when they kill your second encounter before they even get a chance to act. It's fine. So yeah, I love that. And so on that note, we're going to, I think we should, I'm looking at who's streaming right now. It looks like our good friend Rakalai is doing, he's in Makers and Crafting, so I imagine he's building some Gundams right now, which I think would be really fun to do. Throw some love to Rack's way, because Rack is a big supporter of this community, and he's wonderful. So, we're gonna go raid Rack. And... Yep. Raid. If I can spell this one, you know, there's some things that you can automate, and this is not one of them. So everybody, I do have a raid command also, so make sure you show that off, copy that, paste that, all of that kind of fun stuff. If you don't have the emotes, just say it's story time, because we love telling stories here on this channel. Oh, and we will be posting the VOD at some point, but have a lovely evening, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching us. We'll see you soon. And for donating and supporting Girls Who Code. Thank you so much. All right, bye, everybody. Let's see, that should have worked.
Once I was a girl who led the sailors on and never gave a kiss for free, dashing all their dreams until the night was gone, leave them trembling in the cold gray dawn, pack up my petticoats and traveled on. That was the life for me. Then you came along and really blew my mind, and now I need a rescue crew. Washed up on this island, feeling unrefined, cigarettes and Valium for my Valentine. My hair's a mess, I'm barely dressed to wreck, it's true. Shipwrecked on the shores of you. The night turns into day, I'm still in lingerie. I think I'll take another pill. It don't make sense to me. How can I possibly be so washed up and feel so dirty still? The moon above me seems to understand as others walk the avenue. The night you shoved me did not go as planned. Now I'm stranded on this cheap divan by a natural disaster that they call a man. Slippery on the shores of you. say a prayer for me.